Not naughty, but indie AE. But not fully indie AE, but...
Probably a good
Something
thing
you don't want to
fully
say publicly.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hi,
Yeah.
everyone. Welcome to Gateway, Episode 9.
Hi, everybody.
Well,
Welcome to Fallout.
We're almost in the double digits.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, welcome.
My God.
Oh, dear
We're here.
God. Yeah, we're here now. Welcome.
No, making it through the Crocs. I don't remember what the reference is. Woo!
wow.
I'm glad you're here. I'm Slocum Joe. Welcome.
Oh?
Welcome.
How are you?
Yeah, no, I'm Slocum Joe. I'm a donut homunculus. Buy my coffee. You can see my signs, battered though they may be with the nuclear fallout all across the wasteland.
Is this a bit that I'm supposed to understand? Like, what's the? Is there a reference to this one?
Slocum Joe's is I believe, a diner in the Fallout universe.
Ah,
Yes.
I'm a filthy casual and started at 3 and only played mainline games except for New Vegas. So.
And on to Slocum Joe's. If you can put a T-shirt on the Slocum Joe, the donut homunculus, without getting bitten, you get free coffee for the rest of the day.
You better watch out. I'm frisky.
Yeah.
I'm a biter.
Now that this bit is complete, Rabbit, where can they find you?
You can find. You killed it before it even had time to fly.
On purpose, Connor thinks.
You can find. No! I worked really hard on that one. You can find me on Twitch.
Die early deaths.
You can find me on twitch.tv/HeyMrRabbit, HeyMrRabbit. I stream Tuesdays through Saturdays. At least I make a valiant effort. I stream horror games, retro games, and RPGs. The last game I played was Resident Evil 8, The Village. And oh boy, is that good. Oh, that might be my favorite horror game this year, actually. That game was metal as hell.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of jumping twist turns. What I've been doing mostly throughout the week, I went shopping. Oh! I reproduced my dad's chili. That was another thing I did today. That was pretty good. Yeah,
Nice.
yeah. I had my dad's chili on Monday, and I was just like, "That's what I'm missing." And I went back to my house, and I was like, "Yes!" And I mastered it. So did that, and I've also been doing more work on my RPG that I'm working on, and I'm done with the 3rd chapter of it. So, bada bing, bada boom. We only got 11 more chapters to write, but I shit you not, 220 pages so far.
Holy shit.
Wow.
Yeah, when it's done, I don't envy the person I'm gonna send it to and be like, read this and see if you like it. It's gonna be over 1,000 pages. You're gonna be like, haha, you got me fucked up. Like it's gonna be like a week later. I'm like, you read that? They're like, sure did.
Oh my God.
But that's what I've been doing. It's been pretty groovy. Been a pretty groovy week so far.
Excellent. Sarah, where can they find you?
I'm on Twitter at Sarah with an H and with an E, Willia. I have nothing new to show. It's sad that
Are you sure?
Yeah, what else?
I don't know.
No.
She made
you
a
knew
pretty
something I
bomb
didn't.
meat pie this week.
I made the meat pie, but the crust wasn't right.
Share the
Delicious,
meat pie,
you mean?
Sarah.
It needed more butter. The butter melted.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Melty butter's the best kind of butter.
Yeah, melty butter's the best.
And no, it doesn't. It melts out of the crust, so it's not really there.
Oh, I see what you.
Let's just say that I've already had 3 pieces, so yeah.
It was an introductory pie that was satisfactory, but I want to up my crust game.
She's so bad at taking compliments, y'all. You should just flood her with compliments. She'll love it.
I can teach you how to make your pie crust all leavened and whatnot.
I don't know if it was also because I was making it gluten-free, but
gluten-free. I got nothing for you. My stuff is all poisonous and killing
I
you.
may have to look up a specific pie recipe for that one.
Caitlin won't actually kill you.
No. No.
No,
I
just
can't
don't know
have
how
the
to.
glutens, so
Oh, you can't. Okay. Yeah. No.
I'm gluten intolerant. It won't kill me, but I do get a little sicky.
Oh, I get that.
I
No,
don't
I
wanna
just
kill,
don't know how to.
I don't want to kill Caitlin.
I won't die.
Well, I respect that. I respect you not wanting to murder your
I
friends.
respect it too.
It's also a necessity. Okay? I make food and I end up with a lot of extra food. In order to get rid of extra food, I give it to my roommates. And if I'm going to facilitate that, I have to make
Yeah.
stuff that Caitlin can eat without getting sick.
I just don't know. Like, I've done gluten-free things in the past. It's just like, I don't know. My only thing was gluten-free pasta I tried to make, right? And like,
I do not mean to detract, but this is a lovely tangent for another time, I bet.
yeah, probably.
I just wanted to
Okay.
talk about cooking for a while. All right.
I need
Well,
like an,
Sarah.
I need an air horn sound effect on here.
Well, that'll make me feel worse. Like, don't do that.
You could just start
I-
playing the Academy Award music, just slowly
I have
ramping it up.
I have a magical wand sound effect. Will that work?
Well, you can tell them about their magical lawn sound effect and also where they can find you.
You can find me on most places of the internet at Boobs McBalrog. On Twitch, I am Boobs McBalrog. That's B00BS MCBALROG, because Twitch doesn't like boobs and I have to spell it with zeros instead. Every Friday, I am over at twitch.tv/nerdon, playing Resident Evil 8 with Nick and my friend Julie.
Hi, I'm the Nick one.
Yeah, he is the Nick one. And I have grown so much. I don't scream at everything anymore.
Just some things.
Proud.
Yeah,
Some things.
you know.
And you guys, I'm just gonna say the awful not thinking about context thing that I said last night. I beat the D.
Yeah.
You did.
Yay!
Lady D.
Oh,
Context would have been real great. Anyway,
I mean, what? A
yeah, you know. But yeah, that's it for me. Boobs McBalrog and Nerd On.
Coming up with my own conclusions is always fun. Lanny, where do they find you?
Me? Well, you can find me all over the internet at Lanny Pator, except Instagram, 1 gram. There's probably a story behind that one, but I don't really know it. Anyway, yeah, if you're not all role played out on Monday, you can catch Connor, Caitlin, myself, along with our friends Shadow Dancer Bob and Taka, where we're playing some Roll With Me. If you have room in your schedule for another D&D game, they're coming upon the homeland of the elves. All they have to do is fly up a mountain. How hard could that be?
Not hard.
I guess we'll find out on Monday. Otherwise,
There's so much happening, you guys.
there's a lot going on.
there's a lot.
You're basically getting really close to the end game right now. So
Let's just say somebody's a goose right now, and that's
Somebody's a goose.
exciting.
somebody's a goose.
Real
Someone's a
Somebody
good
else is-
creatures.
Yeah, there's a lot of things happening.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I just beat through Resi. I had a lot of fun with that. Probably going to go back to Returnal for a bit this week. Yeah, Returnal's a hell of a lot of fun. And maybe I'll find something else to play at some point in time. But the only way to find out is to follow, or if you don't care, that's cool too. I mean, it's your life. Live your best.
Yeah.
Connor, how about you?
Oh, they can find me on Twitter, Twitch, and youtube.com/distortiondevil. I stream Tuesdays, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. Tuesday is Tabletop Wargaming with my buddies Count Widget and Hey Mr. Rabbit. We're probably going to be playing some Kill Team this coming Tuesday. Trying to decide what army I want to go with for that. Friday is Friday Funhouse, where I basically just play whatever with whoever decides to show up. We played some Hunt Showdown, which was fun to get back into. That game is always a blast. I'm so confused as to why more people don't play it, especially with the onset of Resident Evil Village, which captures the aesthetic pretty much perfectly of of those two games. They're both very Bloodborne-y.
The unfortunate circumstance of there just being so many multiplayer shooters out there.
This one, I can say wholeheartedly that Hunt Showdown is different than most
It's good.
shooters on the
I like
market.
it a lot.
Yeah,
I like it a lot.
Played that with my buddies Midnight Kai and Hi, I'm Mike. Then I played some Resident Evil Village myself. And I went to the weird puppet house, and that was kind of all right.
Sorry.
I like that part. It's just a little weak on like return playthroughs because you already know everything.
Yeah.
No.
I was just like,
Yeah.
oh, cool. All right, bye.
Oh, I'm
That
glad
was
it was
weird.
such a peaceful experience for you.
Yeah, not gonna lie. It didn't really seem to affect me like it did other people.
Connor, are you like me, where as soon as the pursuer of that area shows up, you're just like, oh, I know how to map out this AI. I'm just gonna, whatever.
I was like, yeah, I know exactly what's going on here. Other than that,
Oh crap.
What?
Oh crap.
What?
My Audacity just crashed.
Jeez. Don't worry.
We can
resync.
Yeah,
resync.
we can fix it. Just bring it back up. I'll get done with my stuff here.
Okay.
Yeah, don't worry. We got plenty of time. Don't worry.
All right. Good. I'll hit record again. All right.
All right. Just gonna get finished with my intro here.
Yeah. Do your thing. Oh god.
Saturdays. Playing through the Yakuza series. We're on Yakuza 3. There's some weird Japanese nationalism stuff happening in it, but all right, still Yakuza, still beating up punks, still beating up the irate gamer, and that's a lot of fun. And Sundays I'm over at I'm guesting for a couple of days over at twitch.tv/Yarushien for D6DR, playing some D&D with Sarako, my Air Genasi barbarian.
Ooh.
Other than that, check out Dead House Sonata, action RPG where you can play as the dead to fight the living, being developed by one of the true innovators of the survival horror genre, Dennis Dyack, man behind Eternal Darkness Sanity's Requiem. That is coming out later this year. Be sure to check it out. I'm sure the link has been posted in the chat. Also, be sure to check out my DM's Guild, where I just released the Hellfire Soul Sorcerer. If you're inclined to purchase it, please leave a rating, leave a review. It really helps with the visibility of my products and helps me tailor my content to what you guys want. Next month is the Augmentist Artificer, which has some heavy cyberpunk and Deus Ex vibes and flavors inserted into it. It's going to be a lot of fun. Other than that, I would like to thank our sponsor for this evening, Die Hard Dice.
Die Hard Dice.
That's right. Monty's not here to do the noise, so I'll do it instead.
Do it.
Die Hard Dice has a wide and varied selection of both polymer and metal dice, of many sizes, shapes, colors, and styles to tailor to your needs. Also have a wide variety of dice towers, dice trays, and carrying cases. I myself am utilizing a magnetic folding tray in velvet black. It looks great, it's portable, and it doesn't use like buttons like you would normally think would be on a dice tray. Instead, the parts, I don't know if you can hear it, I probably shouldn't be holding a magnet up to my microphone, but magnetically snaps together, so it's real simple to use as well. You can find all of that and more at dieharddice.com, and our very own Kobold Ranger is Hunter's marking some great deals. And if you use the coupon code TASK at checkout, you can get 10% off your order price at dieharddice.com. All right. With that out of the way, I think we should get to resyncing.
Do you want us all to start re-recording, or Rabbit, would you just like to tell Austin that it's about 17 minutes in on everybody else's timeline?
Might be best if we all just re-record.
All right.
Okay.
Wait.
All
Delete
right.
everything.
We're stopping?
Yep.
Hello again,
Yeah.
Austin. You didn't hear my last
Hi,
hello,
Austin.
but it is hello now.
All right.
Hi,
Delete it.
Austin.
Hi, Austin. You're hearing this
Hello.
twice because my Audacity crashed.
We gotta
And-
resync again, though.
Oh,
Yep.
I feel awful.
Let's do it.
It just
It's
happens.
just one of those things that happens, Rabbit. Don't worry about it. All right, we ready to resync?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Say it with me, chat. 1, 2, 3, sync.
Think.
Think.
1, 2, 3, sync.
Sing.
Think.
1, 2, 3, sync.
Think.
Think.
1, 2, 3, sync.
Think.
Sing.
Think.
Why do I sync 4 times? Because I like to go one step further.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Not the sounds I
right.
was expecting to come from my mouth.
With that, I think let's read off some bits and subs before we get
I'll
started
be
here
back
proper.
while you do that.
Yeah.
All right, let's get it down.
It's my show, so I don't have any time limits. Hooray! Zitlita, thank you for the 11 months, the 13 months in a row. French cowboys say, "Wee-haw." That's all. Thanks. Sergeant Tucker, thank you for the 100 bits. To mark this message as urgent, press 11.
Oh.
Gotcha. Constable Mutton, thank you for the 14 months. First thing I hear is Donut Homunculus. This is going to be a good night. Roto Ryu,
Hey
thank
there,
you for the
Slocum Joe.
thank you for the 13 months of Prime subbage, Roto Ryu. Nightshade 626, thank you for the 13 months in a row. Long overdue for this 1-year anniversary post. Woo! Ed 765 Super, thank you for the 14 months. I'm so excited for the Netflix League show. The Netflix League show? Oh. Death 1774, thank you for the 5 months. Mr. Fuck 'em Up 2001, thank you for the 12 months of Prime subbage. A whole year of fucking 'em up. Hurricane Andrew, thank you for the 14 months. Long story short, made me work 4 extra hours and a piece of lumber dropped slightly on my foot. I'm doing fine. Also, cried on the way home. You guys are my saving grace for my insanity, and will watch the Wednesday games on the VODs. You all rule. Hope you feel better, Hurricane Andrew.
Yeah, feel better.
That
Yeah.
sucks.
Yeah. No, ooh.
I can't imagine working 4 extra hours. I had to work 1 hour overtime, and I was livid.
Worst I ever had it was I had to work an entire week during prom rush at a men's warehouse. Like that was
Ooh.
open to,
Yeah.
open to close too, because my managers were out and I was the only manager in town. It was nightmarish.
I
Made a lot
had
of
to,
commissions though.
I had to work 3 back-to-back shifts at a psych ward.
Oh my
Yikes.
god.
Yep.
That's probably worse than what I did.
Yep. I slept in the nurse's station for like 2 hours at a time. Shook me awake, and I did the next shift.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where was I? Just some random Steve. Thank you for the 14 months. Nightshade 626. Thank you for the 5,000 bits. Sorry I wasn't able to celebrate the 1-year anniversary. Work takes precedence, I'm afraid, but I love you all, and I'm looking forward to catching up on this. Nom Nom Goblin, thank you for the 12 months at Tier 2. Subiversary complete! Y'all have given me a lot of laughs and entertainment. An incredibly rough year. I so very much appreciate it. I've been meaning to catch up from where I fell behind on the mainstream, and roll with me. Hopefully, should be soon. Yeah. Dill202, thank you for the 8 months of Prime. Have a great night, guys. I hope you all roll well. Indeed, I hope so too.
Thank you.
Stellar Coyote, thank you for the 100 bits. Every time I hear Sarah say "Poyo" in that high-pitched voice, I imagine she turns into a chibi version of herself.
Sure. It does. It happens every time.
It must be
Can
painful.
confirm.
Terribly inconvenient.
Yeah, I know.
Nightshade
But it's funny.
626, thank you for the 5 subs gifted to the community. Pretty Venus, thank you for the 100 bits. Can't wait for the new episode. Well, it's right here. H. Loneheart, thank you for the 14 months. Ransack 16, thank you for the 9 months. It looked like a good pie, Sarah. Keep up the good work.
Yeah.
Yeah, meat pie. Constable Mutton, thank you for the 500 bits. If the Harbingers had a crossover with Metalocalypse, would it be called Mordhaus Melismata? Sure.
You
Thank you for the
tried.
500 bits. Ed765 Super, thank you for the 800 bits. Congratulations on Arcane being announced, Sarah. If you can say, will you be voicing younger Jinx? Up to you. I'm not sure what sort of agreements it would be.
Just keep going.
Night Talon, thank you for the 3 months. My favorite streams of the week. Also, 3 months. Navagen, thank you for the 14 months. Graduated today. Finally free from school at 31. Yes, you've done it. From Kitty Cat Gundam 81, thank you for the 5 months. Hi guys, I'm looking forward to the new episodes of Gateway, and I hope I don't have to worry about those rad roaches. You will.
Radical roaches.
Wearing them
roaches.
now. I wear their flesh.
They can
Okay.
smell. They can smell their own blood on you.
I know to
Kitty
stay
Cat Gundam,
back.
thank you for the 5 months. Hi guys, I'm looking forward to the new episode of Gateway. Oh, nope, I already read that one. Kane Time, thank you for the 14 months. 14 months, so much has happened in those 4 months. Multiple surgeries, an epidemic, and so much more. You guys have been a part of it. Thank you for all you do. Well, thanks you for listening, Kane Time. Dougler93, thank you for the 300 bits. Connor, this one's for you. Caitlin, I'm sorry. If Caitlin quit voice acting and became a steam engine conductor, would she be Steamwork McBalrog?
Oh my god. I didn't know where it was going to go.
These are stretching real things.
Yeah, they are. Stretch Armstrong over here.
It's okay.
Amazing.
Oh my god.
Potterine, thank you for the 100 bits. Hi guys, I'm new here. First thing I heard was I beat the D. I feel welcomed already.
Oh no.
Darius126, thank you for the 125 bits. The Ink Den, thank you for the 500 bits. Hey, all of you, I hope the stream goes well. I just started The Ties That Bind, and now I'm starting to gain too many campaigns. I don't... but I don't care, but I digress. If they were running a grocery store, would this campaign be called Safeway? I get it. I understood that reference.
You train yourself so hard for the Dead House Sonata puns that when they don't come, it's even more of a surprise.
I know. It really is.
It's like a knife in my kidney from behind. Rexercise, thank you for the 300 bits. If the group were all tunnel snakes, would it be called Snakeway?
Yes. Snakes rule!
Tunnel snakes!
That is an awful long way to go from Washington, D.C. to the Plains Commonwealth. Holy shit.
It's a really long tunnel!
It must be.
We're the tunnel snakes!
That's us, and we rule, and we rule. Kane Time, thank you for the 100 bits. The Ink Den, thank you for the 10 months. 10 months? Whee! Spevacon, thank you for the 1,000 bits. Time for some whimsical Wasteland Wondermen. And I feel like all the best puns have already been done. I'm not going to try to make a new one. That would be in Legacy of Vane. We'll catch you guys and move on. I get it.
All right, I like that one.
Like the series Legacy of Kain, also developed by Dennis Dyack.
Well.
Zenlita, thank you for the 100 bits. If someone down the line made a stage musical about the adventures of the crew, would it be called Gate Play? Yes.
Yeah.
Mr. Insecure, thank you for the 14 months. Oh boy, time for more post-apocalyptic adventures. Mr. Yuan T, thank you for the 500 bits. Hey guys, can't wait for tonight's session. Ed765 Super, thank you for the 100 bits. Dead House Sonata is coming out later this year. If it's late enough, I'll be a gingerbread house sonata. Yeah. Like the Christmas time.
Oh.
Tesla Monkey, thank you for the 9 months. Ah, yeah, just in time to catch Gateway. Destroyer777, thank you for the 12 months. Hey, I made it to 1 full year. Nice. Sergeant Tucker, thank you for the 100 bits. Now begins my favorite mile bike to home from... Wait, my fave mile bike to home... Wait. Well, now begins my fave mile bike to home from work in 80-degree weather despite it being 10 p.m. Gotta love Florida weather, yay.
What?
Safe ride.
That's pretty nutty, being 80 degrees at night. It gets down to...
As a Texan, it happens quite frequently.
I see. It got down to 40 earlier this week.
It was snowing like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, we have weird weather. And finally, Akazar, thank you for the 9 months. Did someone say Poyo?
Poyo!
Poyo!
Possibly. But
Yes.
Possibly.
Possibly.
possibly. With that out of the way,
Mm-hmm.
are you guys ready to go back to the world of Gateway?
He's
Yeah.
The Apex was born ready. That's not true. I lied. I'm sorry. But I am ready currently.
No, it's fine. You're trying your best.
there he goes. You're doing good. That's all right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's fine.
All right. Then let's get started.
When last we left our Wastelanders, Apex the Wildman, Cynthia the Nurse, Louise the Scavenger, and Alvin the Mechanic, the gang had just arrived at Frontenac Plaza, a small glimpse of pre-war luxury in the form of a small settlement. As they explored, made purchases, and got themselves some rest, Cynthia noticed a strange light glimmering off in the distance. After a good night's rest, they greet the rising sun and a new day. What will they do now? Where will they go? Find out on today's episode of Gateway.
So, as the dawn rises on a new day, Cynthia, you are already awake.
Yep.
And you hear the sights, sounds, and smells begin to pick back up in this glimpse back to pre-war luxury.
Apex is chewing on his newly braided hair while he sleeps.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and just blink his eyes open and just slowly get out of bed and stretch. Man, I haven't slept in the bed that comfy in a while. That was nice.
You sure haven't. As a matter of fact, all of you are gaining the well-rested benefit.
Ooh, what does that do for us?
You can on any one of your rolls, on any one dice, you can re-roll one of the dice once.
Okay. All right.
All right.
Yeah, you all had a fantastic night, except you, Cynthia.
Yeah, I don't get that perk, do I?
Nope, unfortunately, you did not. You're not made of flesh and bones, so you can't really be rested. You just kind of are.
Is that kind of like a one and done thing? Well rested.
Pretty much. You can on one of your rolls you can re-roll one of the dice.
All right.
Upon hearing the other stir, Bastion will sit up and spit out the braid that he's been chewing on.
Oh, more there, Apex. Ooh, nice morning, ain't it?
Yeah. I'm not used to waking
sorry.
up around everybody else.
Bastion, I'm sorry, I meant to say Bastion.
No,
Force a habit.
you're fine.
Oh, whew, thank you.
Louise will rise from her sleeping position, a la what's her face from Frozen. Just that sort of, I'm awake. What?
Oh.
Just hair all matted to one side.
She may or may not just kind of fall asleep sitting up a little bit.
Boy.
I sniff the air. Is there like any smell of cooking food anywhere?
Make a wits check.
That sounds good to me. 12.
Damn.
Started off right.
Best roll for the
Yeah.
food.
Sure enough, you do, as a matter of fact, smell really good food cooking outside, out in the sort of main hall here.
My mouth starts to water, and I start to meander towards the hallway. Food, good food.
Must be nice.
Louise
Yeah,
cracks open an eye. Coffee?
Is there coffee?
You certainly smell the bitter scent of roasted beans.
Yes,
coming from
they
the
have
same
bean-
direction.
Yes, they have bean juice.
Oh, coffee. She sort of stumbles over to where Phil's backpack is and grabs him. Come on, Phil, coffee.
Phil agrees.
We'll go ahead and clasp both of his work harness and saddle up his tool belt and kind of just slap his hands on his hips. All right, I'm ready to get going too. Let's get some of this good food in. Morning, Miss Cynthia.
Morning.
Anything happened last night?
There was a strange light off in the distance, but nothing otherwise to report. Sort of a quiet night.
Which direction?
Out on that way. She leans out the window and points.
Which direction is Cynthia pointing, Connor?
She was pointing to the... Let me look at the map. It was back towards where you came, so it would be to the... west, I think?
So, back towards St. Luke's, you mean?
Yes, it was towards the west. If you're looking at the map, she was pointing westward.
Hmm.
Huh. Weird blinking that. That sounds neat.
Back the way we came. Not our concern for now, hopefully.
Boy, I hope not. Guess we'll find out.
Would you like to join us for breakfast? I know you don't eat, but...
Sure. Be nice to see you all happy, eating a good meal for once.
I nod and continue walking as my mouth is still salivating.
I'll stay behind for just a half second, look back at Cynthia. Are you sure about that ain't something? You seem kind of, I don't know, worried, I think?
Oh, darling, I'm always worried. I got a much shorter list now of reasons to be concerned, but still a list of concerns following me around. Hopefully none to deal with too soon, anyhow.
I can understand that. But that laugh, though, you don't feel any worried or thing about that? Just a weird little curiosity in the night? I just want to make sure, y'all okay and whatnot.
Well, if we're lucky, it's nothing to worry about at all. If we're not, then a good breakfast will be pretty important, I think.
You know what? I can go ahead and get behind that logic. Oh, come along. Let's go ahead and see what we can find.
All right. I follow my nose wherever it goes. Where does it lead me?
It leaves your nose just as if you were a toucannial Samuel. You follow your nose to delicious scents, and they lead you out of the Talbot. And as you leave, your robot host sort of turns its attention to you and mutters,
I hope you enjoyed your stay at the Tall Lot. Please come again.
Of course. Thank you kindly.
If I am in the area. And Bastion nods and continues walking.
excellent. Your nose leads you out and up, past a building called Mike's Bags, and it seems to be sort of an accessory store. A couple of closed down stores as well in between the scent, and you come to a restaurant that appears to be called The Canyon.
Canyon.
It's up so high. But there's food. He walks in, ignoring the odd nature of calling something up a canyon.
As you walk into the canyon, you are greeted by places pretty packed with people, as a matter of fact. Lots of people getting their breakfast here, it seems, and there's a good amount of business. This is probably the first time any of you have seen anything like this.
Any of us?
It's like a large, just a very large dining hall? Or...
Except for maybe Alvin. This is probably the biggest gathering of people that you've seen. No, Louise too.
Probably seen something along the lines.
It's been a long time for you, though.
That's fair.
In a past life. So really, I lied. And only the Apex hasn't seen something.
You were just trying to make me feel included. I appreciate it.
Yeah. He's doing
Gold
his
star.
best. Gold star.
For all of you, regardless, it's been a while since you've seen this many people gathered in one place.
There's so many here. More than there were here yesterday.
Well, that makes sense. This place seems to be a big trade hub, and you know what? Like, I mean, I think if there's a bunch of people here, we're in good hands.
Everyone must have followed their senses.
Absolutely.
Good.
People come
First
to get
thing of the
good
day.
grub.
Yeah, I'll tell you.
Hello there.
Oh,
Howdy.
Yeah. Ah,
Welcome to the canyon.
I'm here for food.
Coffee.
I bet. Well, you come to the right place. Welcome to the canyon.
well, thank you very much for having us. Do we just sit anywhere? Or?
I'll get you a table. Follow me.
All right, thank you.
How much
And
do
he-
we owe for the table?
Oh,
Oh. Well, the table ain't for sale, but the food's... Well, we got menus and stuff.
Okay.
we'll get to that part, Bastion.
I was pretty sure we couldn't take it with us anyway.
Might be cumbersome.
Oh gosh.
If you're looking for tables, you might want to check out the chop shop, if that's what you're in the market for.
No.
Not quite, but thank you. What was your name?
Fair enough. My name?
Yes.
Ah,
A low dial-up noise.
He looks off with a 1,000-yard stare, remembering a past he tried to forget.
hang on.
Alvin looks down at the bottom right of his screen and notices that little
Unfor-
circle spinning.
Fortunate Son's playing in the
Am I-
background of his mind.
My name's Aesop.
Aesop.
Yep, that's me.
Well, it's very nice to meet you, Aesop.
Likewise.
Now, where are we headed?
Right this way. I'll show you to your table.
We follow to table.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Cynthia's scanning all the people sitting in the restaurant to see, like, what they're like, what they're eating, what they're dressed like. Are they carrying weapons? Blah, 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 blah.
You can make a wits check for me.
Okie dokie. 12.
Hey. Nice.
Excellent. Pretty hoity and also toity dressed for the most part. You do see a couple of people that are dressed like you in here as well.
Like me.
Well, like your group.
Oh, I see. Travelers.
There are people that are very nicely dressed in here, however. In particular, sitting at they've sort of got like a bar set up. There's a man who is already throwing back a couple of shots, and he seems particularly well dressed in a clean black suit with a black undershirt, a red tie, and dirty blonde slick back hair. He appears to be short and chubby.
I inspect the table we're given.
Okay. Roll me a wits check as well.
8.
The table is clean. It's sort of got like this. It seems as though it were glossed recently, not like yesterday, but like within the last 10 years. There aren't as many scratches on it as you would think.
It's good. We'll take it.
Well,
Bastion,
it's the only one
would-
available, so hooray!
Sit here.
I'll
we
get
ain't
you
here
some.
for tables, though. We ain't
I'll
here
get you
for
some-
breakfast.
Right. I'll get you some menus, and I'll come back when it. Right. I'll just write this down on my pad and pen. Coffee. There we go. All right. I'll be back with that. Anybody else want drinks?
I could just use a nice glass of water myself.
Water?
Potable water. And if you have it, Brahmin milk.
I'll check to see if we have any. And you? Sorry.
No worries. Can't do any of that anyhow.
I figured. Well, I'll be back shortly. Just sit
Appreciate
tight.
it.
And he hands you out
Will do.
each these sort of they're loose paper, they're not laminated, but they are menus, and they do have they all appear to be handwritten menus as well.
What is on the menu?
Well, what we have on the menu is as follows.
right.
Salisbury steak.
That's it.
Three.
Just
Hang-
steak.
3 different times.
It's like a hyper calligraphated like S, and then just Salisbury steak.
Let's see here. The break time.
Exactly.
There's Salisbury steak, 3 caps. Yum Yum deviled eggs, 3
Oh
caps.
boy.
Sorry. Grilled rad roach, 5 caps. Oh, wait a minute. Hang on. I have notes for this. Iguana bits, 5 caps. Big Horner steak, 5 caps. Homemade macaroni and cheese, 5 caps.
Oh my god.
Mute fruit tart, 7 caps. And then they also have something called toasted ravioli.
Oh. That sounds so good.
And the guy comes back. Apex is gonna order that Longhorn steak.
They also have a alcoholic drink menu, namely they have Laughley Ale, they have Nuka-Cola, and they have Moonshine.
It's like 7
Oh my.
a.m.
It's also a crap sack or
It's also
True.
a crap sack world.
Cynthia scans the menu, sees the drink menu, and then kind of looks over at the guy in the suit, knocking him back.
He's nursing a bottle of the Laughley Ale.
Oh, okay, all right.
He sort of jerks his head back and briefly glances over in your direction, and then when he sees you staring at him, he slowly turns away.
She gives a friendly smile when he looks.
Do you
just-
know
Whether or
him?
not.
He just hardly even reacts. Just sort of purses his lips and turns away.
Do you know them?
Hmm?
That person?
Oh, oh no, Bastion. I was just giving a friendly smile.
Hmm.
Seems like he needs it.
People like it when you smile at them.
Yes, we do.
Yes. Generally speaking.
I try to make eye contact with just somebody.
Okay.
Oh no.
Make a wits check.
9.
Okay. As you sort of slowly turn your head around and look at all of the restaurant goers here, you make contact with a woman of higher class, one might say, and she's talking with an older man in a sort of a sweater vest. And you meet eyes briefly. And she sort of raises a lip up.
I try to flash her my placid yellows.
She
A charm roll, that's a 7.
Oh no.
she sort of
made it.
she raises one of her lips up, and you see her teeth as well. They appear to be much whiter than much better taken care of than most pairs of choppers you've seen. She sort of raises her lip up in disgust, and then slowly the corner of her mouth turns up into like a uncomfortable smile, and then she just goes back to talking to the old man across from her.
14 more successes like that, we
think
could
it-
probably talk to him. How the
I
weather
think-
is.
I think I did it. I made them smile.
Cynthia casts a glance, a discreet glance over at her face. Oh dear. That's quite all right, Bastion. You did your best.
I did good.
Yes. And will improve with more practice.
He now sees the road ahead of him.
Quest started.
Oh my god.
Your ghoul waiter comes back, Aesop. All right. And he slaps down 2 waters with, I shit you not, ice cubes in them.
Oh. Well, that's been a long time since I've seen any of those.
Right? Only find them around here. We get enough power from our ice machine thanks to you, mechanics. I noticed the logo on your jumpsuit.
Thank you very much. We do try our best. We just try to make things a little bit better for everybody, you know?
Well, I can't thank you enough for it. That's why we can serve up these ice-cold drinks. Speaking of which,
And he pours it. He sets down one of those old-timey milk bottles in front of you, Bastion.
hope you got lucky. This is our last bottle.
I grab it,
Well,
and I grab it with both hands. Thank you. I will
Mm.
also have the meat from the creature, the longhorn steak.
Ah, the bighorner. Gotcha.
Yes.
And your coffee?
Louise grabs that and downs it in one toss back without any regards for how hot it may be. Ow! Good fucking morning. Oh. Can I get another one of those, please? Hey, food. One of these charts too. That looks really good, actually. This place is nice.
Cynthia, like, eyes wide, stares at her. I'm not treating that.
Okay. That'll be another 2 caps.
Oh,
So,
sure. Do I get that now or at the end?
You can pay now if you want.
So cup of coffee is 2 caps, you said?
Yep.
Let me just get this noted. I will hand him 2 and then another 2 for the other cup.
All right. He takes your 4 caps.
And now, what would you like to eat?
This tart, please. That looks good.
All right, the mute fruit tart. 7 caps.
I will give him that other 7 caps.
Pleasure. You want the big horner steak?
Yes.
All right, 5 caps. And the milk
I'll have
is
that.
milk is 5 caps as well.
Bastion nods, reaches into his fanny pack, and pulls out 10 caps.
All right. You, sir?
I'll have that macaroni and cheese.
All right. That'll be 5 caps.
Alrighty. I'll go ahead and just place that on the table for him.
Okay.
He sort of closes his little notebook.
I'll be back in a minute.
Ain't no trouble. Oh, that sounds real good. Man, homemade macaroni and cheese? Oh, what are the odds?
Cynthia leans her chin heavily on her hand, thinking about how great mac and cheese was. Her eyes go kind of gray.
Oh, you can't taste anymore, huh?
Not a thing. Not for lack of trying.
What sensations do you still have?
Well, I can touch things. I can see, obviously. I can smell. But if anything does go in my mouth, it has to go right back out, because I can't digest anything. Nothing to digest with. And Connor, above game, can I taste or not really? That would be sort of a superfluous addition, right?
You are a Generation 3 synth, which means, no, I'm sorry, you're a 2nd generation synth.
2.25?
You're 2.5. You're a gap in the generations. I think you actually can eat.
I can?
It just doesn't do anything for you, and it doesn't go anywhere. It'll probably just end up gunking your insides.
Oh, okay. So that'd be a thing that I tried and it didn't go great, and then I had to get rid of it. So I can taste, though.
You can let me get back to you for an answer on that. I'm looking it up here.
Probably easy enough just to decide for yourself whether you can or can't.
It's I'll say that you can eat. Your sense of taste is very much dulled, though.
Okay. We'll take that.
Yeah, it isn't necessary. You probably only have the capacity to eat just because they wanted to try something. It just doesn't really do much for you.
Bastion just sips his milk.
Well, Let's put it this way. If you could have a mouthful of delicious, hot, cheesy mac and cheese, but then eating it meant that you would have to then open your stomach and pull all of that out, and it didn't even taste the way that you remembered it tasted, would you really bother?
I suppose not. Sip.
No, I don't suppose I would.
Still, you can smell. Seems like you ought to be able to taste in that regard. They're connected and all.
It's there, but it's sort of like the taste is present, but like the ghost of a flavor. Like
The idea of lime.
the idea of it, yes. As
Ooh,
if
like-
mac and cheese was in another room yelling that it was there. And I was aware of its presence, but couldn't taste it to the full extent. I'm getting a little too far into this. Anyway, can't fully
Above
take.
game, I love that description.
The LaCroix of sensation.
Yeah.
That's the curse of the synth. Everything tastes like LaCroix.
Why even bother?
Nothing but LaCroix taste stuff.
Is that their new catchphrase, LaCroix? Why even bother?
Mac and cheese LaCroix.
Oh God.
As if
That sounds
your
disgusting.
food had been murdered, and the ghost of it haunted your taste buds, but you couldn't taste it because it was gone.
Alvin just looks down during this whole conversation. He has not heard anything this deep in a while.
Oh man.
Bastion is just nodding, processing every bit of information he is hearing.
That's a lot to unpack there, Miss Cynthia.
The
It's
ghosts of my
true.
feud- The ghosts of my feud usually live in my stomach.
Last time the ghost of my food lived in my stomach, I had to clean it out, and it took a few hours. I'm not to say I'm above swishing around a few noodles of mac and cheese in my mouth, but I don't think the other patrons here would find that amusing.
That lady
No, I
would.
can understand that.
Apex points to the lady he made smile. That lady would. She seemed nice.
I'm sure she would be enthralled.
If I catch her eye again, I try to smile again.
Oh no.
I wouldn't worry, Cynthia. This place seems like it takes all kinds. Kind of glance around.
True. But when you don't need to have something in a world where things are so scarce, it just feels like a waste, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I don't need food, and it only causes me more trouble than it's worth, so why eat anything if it's just going to take food away from someone who needs it?
Practical.
Try to be.
It's about this moment that Aesop comes back and he's got several steaming plates of food. Here you go, big man with the big horner steak.
I grab the steak with both of my hands off the plate and just start gnawing on it.
It is hot.
Ideal.
Oh, you guys were hungry, I guess. Well, guess I can't blame you. We're not liable for any burns you may accrue
Oh,
eating our food.
don't you worry, Aesop. They're not
Louise
gonna
starts
come after
giggling
you
at that.
for it.
What was that?
Louise just kind of giggles at that.
No, the assault
My taste buds will grow back pretty quick.
Saltron.
Well, that's what you are, isn't it? Female robot.
She's a
I'm
nurse.
sorry.
They always say, assume makes an ass of you and me. But it's all right. I was just saying that I don't think anyone in this group is going to come after you about if they burn their tongues.
Good. Well, second plate, macaroni and cheese.
Oh, here we go. Oh, that was good.
He sets it down in front of you, and it appears to make a wits check.
Let's check the mac and cheese. Do it.
I do not like what
Let's
you have
check
just asked
The
of me.
mac and cheese.
Wits, check your mac and cheese, Alvin.
Wits,
Wits,
check
check it.
Eat your pea.
6.
Oh no!
Got a 6.
This
I don't.
this is a delicious bowl of mac and cheese.
With no questions asked.
You,
Is it
you,
though?
I dread this.
this looks delicious, Alvin. It smells great as well.
Why are you a screen
Cynthia-
door in my submarine?
Cynthia would have been eyeing this, by the way, because she misses mac and cheese.
Okay, if you would have been eyeing specifically for the mac and cheese,
Oh,
then
I
you
definitely
can,
would have.
You can go ahead and make a wits roll as well.
7.
Okay. It's been a long time since you've seen a homemade plate of mac and cheese. But something about the way this looks seems familiar.
Oh.
You probably get the sensation that it might not be as homemade as they're advertising it to be.
It's boxed. Or
I
worse.
mean, in this world, maybe that is homemade considering the circumstances.
Bastion
True.
tears off another piece of meat as he's chewing. The box stuff is crunchy.
Hey, I'm just happy enough to have something to eat. Be fair with you. Homemade box. Nah, it's all fine to me. Whew.
And for you, coffee and a mute fruit tart.
Louise will take a little, much gingerlier sip of this second cup of coffee. Oh shit, that was hot. Wow, this tart, does it look fancy?
It in terms of baked goods, you don't really see much fresh baked goods anymore. You see Dandy Boy snack cakes every now and again, and those are fine, but this is like an actual homemade like tart. Like they've even like pressed in the edges with a fork to make it look a little bit fancy. Not really, doesn't really look like it was brushed with egg or anything like that. It is a serviceable tart, and it does smell good.
Oh, I haven't had a homemade thing in ages. Thanks.
Oh, yeah.
I will try a piece of that.
You get a absolutely wonderful taste sensation as you pop the tart into your mouth. The crust is flaky, a little buttery, which is a sensation you don't get too often.
So everything my pie crust wasn't!
Oh my god.
Well, at least Louise is enjoying her tart, and the,
she just digs into that. She looks at him. She looks at the server like, "Sir, I would kiss you if it wasn't rude."
Well, that's more flattery than I've received in a long time, Toots.
I smile at him.
he
This is great.
pauses
Thank
for
you
a
so
moment
much.
and slowly smiles back.
Just for my sake, I'm gonna do the charm roll again. 8! Yay! I'm good at this.
It said that so daintily. I don't know why that got me.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're liking your food.
Mm.
If you need anything else, let me know. Same thing if you need to check.
No trouble. Thank you very much.
Mm-hmm. Excuse me.
I continue ripping into what I'm assuming is just a T-bone.
Oh yeah. This is a very familiar and yet different taste to you. You being a farm boy, you eat red meats a lot. But this is the first time you've had bighorn steak that's been prepared quite this well. It's even salted. This is a very fine, probably the best steak you've had in your life.
They used my favorite flavored rock.
Oh.
Flavored rock?
Salt.
Salt.
Oh, never heard mentioned like that before. Mm.
Other rocks don't taste as good. That's how you know.
Oh, dear me.
You've actually eaten other rocks?
Tried once or twice. I saw other creatures consuming minerals, but it's not as good to me.
No. I mean, more power to you for going and try it. That tastes great, you know. Oh, that's good.
I continue just tearing meat away from the steak until it is done. Then I keep sipping my milk until that is done.
Okay.
Alvin smirks
Cynthia
at us.
watches the kitchen, how they're cooking things and stuff. If there's a clear eye line.
The kitchen is not visible.
Oh, okay.
Alvin
What's
smirks
the
at us.
layout of the restaurant?
The layout of the restaurant, it appears to be sort of like a bar food type of situation where there's like a what would
The
be
U
equivalent
shape?
to?
Where there's like
The-
a bar in the middle and
there-
then, like tables on either side.
Yeah, there's sort of something like that off in the corner for like a bar situation. Think of it like a Fridays.
Oh, okay. Okay. Got it.
Yeah, it's sort of that kind of situation where they have like an island that serves drinks at a bar.
Just imagining very post-apocalyptic tchotchkes hanging on the wall.
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds right. Okay, in that case then Cynthia is gonna be eavesdropping on like being around hoity-toity people makes her like she's aware that she should be a little nervous around this, so she starts listening in on conversations that are loud enough to hear.
Okay, make a wits roll.
Okay. Watch this fail me. Oh, just kidding, it's a 10.
Wow. Good job.
Thanks.
You did it.
Mhm.
Perfect. Well, as you listen around, you pick up conversations about people talking about, like what they were doing on the trail yesterday, or how the rat roach infestation is just dreadful up in Frontenac. Couple of pretty uninteresting conversations come into your ears. You do, however, hear, coming from the direction of that guy that was drinking at the bar, you hear him muttering
Okay.
into like his lapel.
Oh, shit. Okay. The minute she hears that, she's gonna really sharpen her hearing to see if she can make out what he's saying.
I'll give this to you.
Okay.
As you sort of focus your perception onto this guy, You hear him muttering. Yeah, they're here. No, they're just sitting here. They're eating. It looks like they're about to finish their meal. Just be ready. He sort of leans back up and grabs his beer and...
Cynthia, which way is he facing her, or?
No, he is facing away from you at the current juncture.
Okay. So
I'm gonna snap off a piece of my T-bone and just start picking my teeth with it.
Cynthia will lean in, and in that way that's like obvious that everyone else needs to lean in because she's going to say something very quietly.
Oh. Ooh.
Well,
Alvin has a piece of just mac and cheese in his mouth, just leans over, just.
So we are being watched.
By who and why?
Do you remember how we escaped a certain place not too long ago?
Bastion's eyes refocus into a very focused, burning scowl. Yes.
Slow, concerned chewing.
I'm not quite sure if that's what's going on, but there is a man who is talking about what I assume to be us and telling other people to be ready, which means we need to be ready for whatever may happen the moment we leave this table.
Bastion looks over. Is this man sitting alone at a table?
He
Or at a
appears to
bar?
be he appears to be sitting at the bar by himself.
Is there a seat to his left or right?
Yeah.
I don't assume that they'd cause a ruckus in such a nice place. They'd
Oh,
probably
they
wait till
wait
we
for
left,
us
right?
to leave.
That's what I'm thinking. Maybe there might be a back door. Maybe like a service tunnel or something. That would
Well,
make
you know
sense.
what?
While they're whispering, Bastion stands up and
Oh,
walks
no.
over.
The second he would get up, she would pull his arm and force him to sit back down.
I'm still standing. You're tugging the arm. He's just looking back and forth like, but it's right there.
Ashton. All right. If we're going to do it this way, I will go and have a conversation with the gentleman. How about that?
I don't think.
I
we can
think
talk
my
our way out of
conversationalist
this.
skills might go a little bit better.
That,
Don't you agree?
that
I don't
would be
think
the
we need
best
to
thing.
talk to him. I have an
We're going
idea.
to talk to him one way or another. So, you just take a seat, Bastion. You all finish your morning meal, and I'll go have a conversation with our new friend. How about that?
There are two seats to his left and right.
Be careful.
You
Miss.
eat your meat, finish
I-
picking your teeth, and I'll go talk to him. Anything happens, you'll be right here, right?
Be careful, Miss Cynthia.
I will. Now sit down in my seat if you want to keep an eye on it, and I'll go have a conversation with our new friend.
Bastion is really reticent.
I'll give Bastion a
Please.
pat on the shoulder. I don't like it either, but let's let her try.
If it falls south, yeah, maintenance tunnel or something. I have to. Maybe some
Alright.
kind of side path.
Bastion nods and relaxes his face a bit, then sits down and starts nonchalantly sharpening his T-bone to a fine point.
With...
There you go. She will get up, dust her dress off, and go walk up and sit next to the gentleman.
Okay. As you walk up and you sort of stride over to the bar, you park down just in the seat right next to him.
Yes.
As you sit down, he sort of freezes for just half a second and slowly turns to look at you with a drink in his hand. Hey, how's it going?
She leans her hand on her chin, looks at him, eyes of bright blue. Quite well, and yourself?
Oh, I'm doing just dandy, as you can see.
Rough morning.
I just like to drink.
I can understand that. World's kind of gone topsy-turvy, hasn't it?
Been topsy-turvy for a long time.
Oh, I know.
Not being sober helps you deal with it a little bit more. I like the way it burns.
I kind of miss feeling that. So, what brings you to these parts?
I just like hanging around here. Lots of fine people, lots of good drinks, lots of great food. Plus, I'm safe here.
Very true. Lots of fine clothing. And when she says that, she will take two fingers and, like, you know how you can kind of like pinch the suit jacket lapel and like go down the front. Does that make sense?
Straightening it out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So she's like, but she's doing it specifically on the side where he was talking into his lapel. And going, so many nice clothes here. And see as if she feels anything in it.
Smooth.
Make a wits check.
Okay. Oh, don't fail me now. Don't give me good rolls on other stuff and then do this to me. 7!
Yay.
As you sort of run your thumb along his lapel, you do feel sort of a small, maybe quarter-sized bump that appears to have a grid underneath it. If you really had to stretch, you would say it must be a microphone of some sort.
Okay.
And as you do, he sort of grabs your hand and tugs it away from his lapel, sort of nonchalantly. Yeah.
Oh, I'm
Lots of fine clothes. As you can
Haven't
see,
seen-
I paid a lot for
Nice.
these.
right.
Appreciate you not coming up and touching them.
My apologies. So, what do you do to dress so fine? What was your name?
My name's Deuce.
Deuce.
Yeah. Pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. And I'm sorry, what line of work did you say you were in?
Protection.
Protection.
Got sort of, caravans need protecting. We supply a bunch of big, burly motherfuckers to guard some caravans. Why? You got a caravan you need protected?
Not necessarily. Just nice to make polite conversation.
Uh-huh.
And are you able to talk about what you're working on at the moment, or?
A lot of that's secret, lady.
Of course.
You're being awful nosy.
Well, it's not much to do is this. She gestures to herself. Kind of have the rest of my life to make polite conversation, so
He
figure why am I?
He sort of squints and looks you over, and he sort of nods. And I see. Well, I'm a busy man. I think I've had enough drinks for one day.
Busy man who talks into his lapel.
Make another
Very
wits check.
cute behavior.
Bastion's just been sitting there this whole
7.
time, staring, sharpening that thing, and his legs just shaking. He's itching.
Just like calm down.
Is it hot in here, or did he just did a bead of sweat just trickle down the side of his cheek?
Now, I don't know why the mention of you talking into your very fine suit would make you so nervous.
I really must be going. It was a pleasure meeting you.
She
Whatever.
hand
you
on
were.
his back and holds it real stiff. Like keeping him in his seat.
He
That
freezes.
arm comes down.
I would like to have a little more conversation. Don't you think it'd be nice for us to chat? Mr. Duke?
His face seems to immediately sober. And he looks at you with a flat, dull expression. Make one more wits check.
8.
As you grabbed him and shoved him back into his seat, you notice his hand go into his jacket pocket. And you can very clearly see the barrel of something pointed in your direction through his coat, through the pocket.
And she will kind of lean a little closer to his head. Now, Mr. Deuce, I know you're not about to shoot a synthetic being in a crowded area, 'cause I won't die, and you most certainly will the minute you rise from your seat. So I think. And she reaches toward his lapel with her other hand and crushes the mic in his lapel.
Okay. Make a body check.
My body is +1. 9.
You hear a little.
Do the rest of us see that?
If you're all looking, then you can absolutely.
I have been staring intently.
Well,
Yeah.
do we see that we can confirm that she destroyed the microphone?
You guys don't even know it's there. I didn't
Well, you
tell
told
you.
us you told us he was talking to someone.
Oh, true.
If you were paying attention, you probably heard the little.
I'm going to pat Apex's shoulder, grab Phil with me, and just be like, hang on, I'm gonna go see a man about an exit. I'm gonna go find our waiter.
Look. Oh, okay.
BRB.
Yeah, of course.
Apex has had enough seeing this physical confrontation. He's going to go sit at sit on the chair on the opposite side of him.
Apex, no! Just Alvin, the only one just sitting in the booth, just waving his arm.
Actually, Louise will look back, see Alvin looking forlorn, come back, be like, look, come with me if you want. You might be able to use your engineering skills to barter us some favorable help. Let's go.
Yeah, sure. Oh god, looks like it's gonna pop off over there. All right, you follow.
Louise gives him a
Really-
crooked grin. Plus, you're better at charming people anyway.
I mean, it's a skill I picked up, I assure you. Let's get going.
Okay, so Alvin and Louise are off to find Aesop, and Bastion and Cynthia are interrogating our new friend Deuce.
I sit
So-
down on the opposite side of Deuce. One hand just like one elbow just on the counter, staring forward. The other hand at my side, concealing something.
Meh.
So, Mr. Deuce, you want to tell me what that little microphone in your suit jacket was about?
Wouldn't you like to know, lady?
The answer is yes, and I'm very impatient today.
I'm not very patient, man, either.
Who do you work for?
Go fuck yourself.
Ooh, wish I could.
Who's this big palooka behind me, huh? Is he your muscle?
Don't need it. Friend of mine.
I stare at him as if I'm trying to stare deep into his soul. I'm going to roll to intimidate him.
Okay.
That is plus body. I'm going to re-roll that one using my ability, using my
boy.
Great.
Here we go.
1d6 coming up. All right, so that's
Okay.
5 plus 3. That's an 8. Okay.
You see his pupils dilate for a second, and you see sort of goosebumps rising on his neck as he sort of feels the tension begin to thicken.
So what are you gonna do, huh? Start a fight here?
Well, truly, I'd prefer not to do anything at all. I just want to know why you're being so secretive. And who about.
I don't think you need to know.
I have a feeling I already know.
He slowly, his neutral dull expression changes to a grin.
And that all about but confirms it. So what's the deal?
He tries to get up and leave again.
Bastion
Nope.
Bastion grabs his shoulder, squeezes very hard.
Security! He shouts out, and the
I squeeze harder.
the motion stops in the bar, and as everyone in this restaurant is now looking at this island and the both of you.
And Cynthia will go right back to her neutral sitting there, giving him like just a soft smile. All right. You're gonna be fun to find later.
He shoots you a grin again.
Don't come to us. We'll find you.
Security! Meanwhile, Alvin.
And me.
Did you want to do something?
No, Alvin went with me.
Apex. Did you want to do something?
Yeah. I have my arm, like, I have my hand squarely on, like, you know, his, like, trap, like, right there on his shoulder. I'm going to squeeze enough to cause him pain and potentially rupture something.
Roll body.
Oh my god.
No!
Oh my god.
Wow.
So as he's going security, it becomes worse.
So as he says security, you hear a
Brunch!
Yeah, a disgusting pop as this large man just fractures his collarbone, and he is on the ground screaming.
Yeah, my goal is to injure him enough that he is going to start basically going into shock.
Yeah, with that roll, he sort of is just like hammering his fists on the ground in pain. His eyes are rolling in the back of his head, and his mouth is foaming.
Bastion looks around. This man needs medical attention.
Make a charm check.
Oh god.
Oh please.
Oh my
5.
god.
Quick, go to bed real quick and wake up and reroll one of the dice.
Everyone-
So I break his arm. He's hurt.
Everyone
You know-
in the restaurant stands up at the same time and begins to move away to the door.
Probably for the best.
I like this incarnation of Batman.
Yeah.
Meanwhile,
And
Alvin and
yeah,
Louise
you go.
All right, so Louise, what's the plan now?
Find our friendly waiter, see if he knows a back way out of here.
All right. Let me see how I could. Yeah, all right. I'd rather just not tell him, like, everything will happen, but.
Were we close enough to hear the commotion of him screaming in pain?
This is
That'll be later.
This is happening around
That's
the
gonna happen
same
in a couple
time.
of seconds.
Okay, fine. Then, do you like? Sorry, what'd you say again, Alvin?
I'd rather not tell Mr. Aesop that, what happened a couple days ago and there might be people, sniffing for us.
Well, we don't have to give him specifics, but hopefully he is the kind who will maybe help us out. If we're not criminals, we're not.
We're not.
We're not.
And just like that, we are.
Come on.
What the hell was that?
I have an idea, but hurry, we need to hurry.
All right. Yeah.
I mean,
All right. Let's go.
I guess as we're looking for this guy, can I also be scoping out ways to backdoor this fucking place?
You make a witch roll.
Uh, 7.
Okay. You don't see any other. Actually, yeah, you in the main dining area where you were at, you saw like another exit that sort of led out of this entire complex.
That's
But
it. Just that.
It was pretty obvious. With a 7, yeah, that's it.
All right, keep looking for Aesop.
And it's
Hey,
around
Connor.
this time that you hear the security. Ah!
Oh, I thought we already heard that.
Well, that was.
Yeah, sorry, that's on me.
That was Nick.
I thought. Sorry. Yeah, again, I reiterate. Oh, fuck. Let's hurry.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, absolutely. Hey, Connor, can I also make a witch roll as for like other places, even places that don't look like doors, like maintenance shafts or things like that? Places you'd work on, back doors, strangely doodled Among Us vents, things of that nature.
You can certainly make a wits roll, yeah.
All right, let's go ahead and use that himbo logic, Alvin. Come on. Shit! All right, yeah, no, that's a 6.
Yeah, this situation is tense. You're not really sure what to do in this situation. There is a man who is screaming bloody murder.
Can Phil make a roll
Oh my god.
with his skeleton wits?
His skeleton wits. There's no dice. He is a skeleton. He is without morality.
Would you
just makes
believe
me
it?
better.
Phil found the exit, but he's dead, so he can't tell you.
Oh shit!
Wait, can't I talk to him? Oh well. Anyway, where's Aesop? Where is he?
He's so where are you going around to look for him? Are you just in the main area or
We were going into the back.
into the
I
back?
imagine it.
Okay.
You said it was like a Friday, so I was like, maybe if we go in the back and just like try to see if we can find him.
I mean, basically where he
Yeah.
went to get our food.
Sure enough, you go into the back. There's like this big kitchen area, and you see a bunch of guys in these dirty uniforms, dirty chef's outfits, and aprons and stuff. All turn to look towards the. There's no like windows or anything, but they look towards the noise coming from the dining area, including Aesop, who's there.
Hey, Aesop, can we have a talk real quick?
What the hell's happening out there?
Uncertain, but unfortunately might not be the best thing. Real sorry about that. Do you have a back way out of here?
Why?
Okay. Long story short, we got some people after us. We didn't do anything wrong, honest to God, but we got some unsavory characters we thought weren't going to come after us, who have come after us. We'd really like to not tangle with them. Can we please have a back exit?
Make a charm roll.
Yay, my worst thing.
Or
Fuck it. I'm going to re-roll that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go for it with the power of rolling.
Just need to roll a 3 or higher.
With the power of a good breakfast.
Let's go.
Oh, wait a minute. I forgot to do... Oh, well, I'll just do it myself later.
Vitamins.
Okay, 9 minus 1, 8.
that's an
Oh
8.
my god.
Okay.
Thank you, sugar bums.
What, you brought trouble into the town? Who are you people?
We didn't bring anything. It followed us. I swear to God, we did not do this on purpose.
Still. Ugh.
Let's put it this way. We are not to blame for this. It's the guys following us who are being the dicks, okay? We are just trying to go on our journey. That is it.
He rubs his head. Who's screaming out there?
That's a question for the ages. We try to go ahead and find you, see if we can find it back in. Now, I need to prevaricate to you. Like, you know the logo on my back. We wouldn't do anything to screw over any contracts with this city. So you can stand by her as a standard that we're just trying to go ahead and get away out of here. We got just a mean son of a bitch just trying to go ahead and just follow us down for God knows whatever.
And let's put it this way. Let's put it this way. You help us out, we take what's following us away from your restaurant.
That's a very good point.
Stay back here. Stay in the kitchen. You 3, watch them. Make sure they don't go nowhere.
Could you get our 2 friends too?
I'm gonna get him, all right. He sort of reaches down in one of the kitchen drawers, pulls out a shotgun. I'll be right back. What you're saying is true. I'll bring you friends.
That's good to me.
Thank you, sir.
It's at this
She
point.
She pauses and turns her head towards her backpack. Yeah, I know I could have been smoother. I'm not good at it, okay?
At this point, Apex and Cynthia, you see your lovely ghoul waiter, Aesop, come out from the back room holding a shotgun and pointing it directly towards both of you. What the hell's going on here?
But before he comes out, I would have asked Cynthia, is he armed? Looking down at the man screaming.
The man on Deuce on the man on the floor?
Does he have a weapon?
Yes. I will get it.
He should not have a weapon.
She rifles through his clothes and puts his weapons on the counter.
Okay, as you're rifling through his clothes, you pull out what appears to be a highly modified 10mm pistol.
True.
This thing looks... No, it's not a 10mm pistol. It's something else. I just lied to you again.
If it's highly modified,
Why would you deceive us?
A modded pistol?
Yeah, you might not want to put that on the counter.
You pranked me. It's a whole fat man.
Oh my god. Just sitting there in that jacket.
You pull out a 44 Magnum revolver.
Dear Lord.
And as you are going to set it on the counter, that's when Aesop comes out, sees you with a gun in your hand.
She immediately sets it down and puts her hands up.
Yeah, that's right. Hands up, both of you. What the hell did you do to Deuce, huh?
Is he leveling the gun at us?
Man?
He is pointing the gun at both of you.
Yeah, no, Bastion doesn't stand for that. He ducks down below the counter. Guns and he do not mix.
Okay.
Cynthia still stays still and like looking at him, but then looks back up at Aesop.
as you duck below the counter, this is where we're going to take a break.
Oh my god.
Ah.
Because
This
combat has started.
Oh no!
This kind of turned into like a Quentin Tarantino thing, didn't they? Like, very Pulp Fiction.
You sure did.
Damn it! I'm gonna feel really bad if this isn't.
See.
No, he is. It's gotta be. I made the assumption. Oh no, I'm the assumer.
I have a distinct displeasure around guns. If a gun is pointed at Bastion, that's not happening.
Right.
Not until he can somehow get over that shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna go bathroom.
Yep. Do it up.
Yeah.
Get yourself some bathroom, get yourself some drinks, get yourself some snacks, and we'll be right back with more Gateway after this.
Yeah.
Don't worry. We'll be... Man, I don't know how to do... This is your... Man, this is my situation. Be like, man, I'm going to the bathroom, crawling out the window in the bathroom.
Oh my god.
Just,
No, he's definitely like a shady character. It could just be that he's a regular here. I really hope that's the case. I really hope that's the case.
Let's hope you live long enough to find out.
I'm fucking gonna. Oh my god.
This is what we like to call aggressive negotiations.
Yeah. Emphasis on aggressive. Oh my lord. Well, hey chat.
Hello,
How's it
chat.
going there? You having a good time?
You guys haven't had shotguns pointed at you today, right?
Hopefully not.
I hope not.
I really don't want to kill Aesop. He seems cool.
But imagine the stories you could tell. Make all the Aesop fables.
Yeah, I knew you were going that way.
Hard not to.
Yeah, I know. Howdy, howdy.
Howdy, howdy.
Hello, everybody. My name is Fartiplier.
Oh,
I'm gonna take a moment to go refill my water.
Excellent.
do it up.
Guess
Oh,
I'll just
man.
delete these side quests.
Oh no.
root beer.
Really?
How do
Oh
I not know what
no.
direction is what? I'm 27. I should know which way west is.
Well, we all should, but life comes at you fast.
But
Oh,
that's
Connor,
okay.
did I do a big bad?
Mm-hmm. It's your story. You tell it the way you want to.
Oh, damn it! Why do you gotta be such a
Oh
good
man.
bear?
Oh man,
Stop
that is...
it.
Oh man, that is
Spoil the
so...
fun for me.
Man, that is so aloof at you, and also raises my cortisol levels. So good.
Oh.
Don't worry, Caitlin. You didn't kill the whole party. You
Not
just
a
killed
whole
you.
party.
I mean, Alvin has the best alibi. No, seriously, I didn't do shit. I just wanted to eat mac and cheese. I didn't
We're
want to.
never gonna come back here again.
I didn't want to mac and bleed. That is not what I wanted to do.
He was rude though. So
Yeah, but you don't break a man. People are rude to me. I don't break the collarbones.
well,
it was-
I'm not okay, calm down. I'm not justifying that part. I'm just
Sure.
saying that we were right to be highly suspicious of him.
That is true.
I was not pro break his arm. I was just pro let's figure what the fuck this is about.
Maybe he was just confirming his Amazon order. We don't know.
They
Yeah,
that's
he pulls out his
a nice
smartphone
thought. And he orders some fuzzy slippers. They'll be here never.
I'm just smiling.
Oh, Connor, no. Are you just smiling because I'm tortured right now, or because is it the sad smile?
This is great, guys.
Why?
This will lead to some very interesting complications.
No.
Happy be-da-hee, ha-ba-ba-da-hee, a boopity-doo,
I hate this. I hate it. Why? This is my fault. This is all my fault. I should have just let us
outside the plaza.
I should have just let us get jumped. What if he was fine? What if he's just the internal guilt and dismay I'm experiencing?
I didn't want to do a damn thing with it. I was like, let's just, backdoor.
I should have known that Apex would have destroyed something in this place. This is why we can't have nice things. I was just gonna give him a talk and let him leave.
Yeah. And now
the situation has escalated. Violence has escalated.
Oh, so quickly.
I have returned.
Welcome back.
Every
day Apex wakes up and chooses violence.
I did not choose violence.
You literally did.
The trees have learned violence.
I was originally going to do something different if I was allowed to approach him with you.
Break 2 of his collarbones.
Yeah.
He has a mutation where he has 2 collarbones. You broke both of them.
I'm not gonna paint a hypothetical alternate reality.
Yeah, that'd be. All right, I'll be right back.
I would have discovered his fabled third collarbone.
Great.
The secret. Well, don't worry. Depending on how Saturdays go out, I'll still be Alvin, or I'll my Fridays might be a little freed up.
Oh, you'll be fine.
Be a little free.
Yeah, you'll be fine, you big baby.
I worry.
Can I post this in the chat? Yeah, here we go. Damn it, didn't work.
All right.
X.
Hang on, let me try one more time.
Okay.
Yes, thank you, Oathbreaker John. Apex did not. Thank you, Oathbreaker John. Apex did not choose violence. Violence chose Apex.
Son of a nutcracker. This used to work.
Well,
I'm just gonna keep trying this until people get back.
I'm definitely throwing this in my search bar. Let's go. That's not how you use a rifle.
The only thing going through my head when he started yelling security was, how can I make him stop? Oh. Violence has escalated. Yeah, the only thing I can think of when he started yelling security was, how can I make this sound he's making not sound like he's calling for help? So, break something and just turn it into a random scream.
I saw where you were going.
Sometimes plans just don't work out the way you intend them to, and that's okay. It's not the end of the world. That's
what makes them interesting.
Hi, Vsauce, Michael here.
We're gonna okay. We're gonna explore a vault, and he's gonna appear. I just know it. Vault door rolls open. Hi, Vsauce, Michael here. So how's everybody over there in the internet land? Having a good day? Did you eat all your vitamins?
Would have just cooperated with security peacefully and with dignity. Those concepts are foreign to Bastion.
It reminds me of that Simpsons sketch where Ned Flanders checks himself in. Would you like to go peacefully or kicking and screaming? And Bastion's like, "Oh, kicking and screaming, please."
I tried to paint this picture very clearly, but ever since he entered the Wasteland, the only friendly faces he's found has been you guys. Everybody else has tried to screw him over, kill him, or enslave him. So he trusts nobody except you guys. And if somebody comes out with a gun, they mean to kill him.
Fair point.
It is in character.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we're so bummed.
It's okay.
Currently, it's just one ghoul with a shotgun.
Keep in
Currently,
mind, he has guys in the back too. I'm worried we're gonna get involved.
we just I crushed the lapel mic, which tells them, and they heard the entire conversation I just had with him. So they know that we fucking know whatever is going on, something's happening. Ah!
It's only one ghoul with a shotgun for now.
Yeah.
Right. That's what I mean.
Ah.
And honestly, you could still probably talk him down.
Hopefully.
I'm gonna try, but I don't know.
Please.
It's possible.
You're the charming one. That is not what I do. I have made that abundantly clear.
Let's read
I
some
know.
bits and subs real quick before we get back into it.
Yeah, I'll just watch the janitor outside my window.
Mm-hmm.
There he goes, digging for grubs.
GeForce, thank you for gifting a tier 1 sub to Navarro-Knee. Redstone Zombie, thank you for the 14 months. Woot woot. Sergeant Tucker, thank you for the 100 bits. I forgot Rude and the 15 miles per hour winds. Florida hates people. It's true. Blackfoot Fair, thank you for the 14 months at tier 3. I like big birds, and I cannot lie. Thank you for the 6 bits. Bits for the Apex. Prostate Prospector, thank you for the 20 bits. I went down memory lane and listened to Lithium and Smells Like Teen Spirit from Dead House Nirvana. Let's see.
Come as you were.
As a
Dead House Sonata with me.
Tix Dixel, thank you for the 5 months. Another month of great streams. Also, I freaking love Gun Mom. I love her so much.
Oh, well, thank you, darling.
Chaos War Priest, thank you for the 500 bits. Hey guys, just got out of session 0 with my group. I am a gorilla man, and all who stand in my way, I will smash. Ook Ook raises Warhammer. Viridian Winter, thank you for the 45 bits. Walking home tonight, so see y'all in an hour. Stay safe, Viridian Winter.
Stay safe, buddy.
Walk
Just a
safe.
few morons. Thank you for the 100 bits. Don't nobody drop this guy.
Ah, Shit.
Protoss 103, thank you for the 100 bits. Going to watch the archives. Have a good night. Tugs the Kobold, thank you for the 10 months of Prime Subbage. Gonna listen while I am playing Resident Evil Village. Ayy.
Nice.
Hey,
Hey.
Pegleg Bob, thank you for the 250 bits. Man, I just tuned in. What the fuck happened? Also, Poyo. Papusa Monkey, thank you for the 100 bits. I was gonna say West is left with all of the confidence of someone who can tell their left from right. Faceless 42, thank you for the
Always
7
left.
bits. Face the consequences, Caitlin. Whatever those are. I just woke up.
no.
Midnight Dr. White, thank you for the 14 months. Oathbreaker John, thank you for the 100 bits. No, Apex didn't choose violence. Violence chose Apex. Magic Ninja Go, thank you for the 100 bits. Boy, this is a bit of a crazy session tonight. Came into the stream a little late because I was working on a Gmod skit for my class, and I am currently contemplating whether having Kiryu and Majima fighting each other with neon guns is stupid enough to have in the background. Maybe. Just maybe. Just a few morons. Thank you for the 500 bits. I will enjoy watching you all die.
No.
Polka King 237, thank you for the 100 bits. When Connor said the trees have chosen violence, it reminded me of Xavier, the Renegade Angel.
The trees have chosen violence.
Do you believe in God?
Wait.
That is a very
sure, so
complex
weird.
question,
That
proving
is a
that
very
there might be a gun.
And finally, Zenlita, thank you for the 10 bits. Remember, Connor, never eat shredded wheat. But I like shredded wheat.
No.
Eat your Wheaties.
Okay.
Okay.
Also, I wasn't sure what to call toast, like a post-apocalypse toasted ravioli, so I just call it toasted ravioli.
There's history books. God, I want toasted ravioli now.
Let's just say it was mole rat toasted ravioli.
Hey,
And
Toasted
move on with our
ravioli.
lives.
toasted ravioli. All right.
When the moon hits your eye, Apex just killed a guy. Holy moly.
I have killed no one recently.
It's true.
Yeah, just separate his shoulder from the rest of his, ligaments.
Alf, oof, my collarbone.
Apex, why'd you do that? It's been 3 episodes since I've killed a man.
I crave
How long has it been since I've killed a man? I try not to kill when I don't have to.
The last time you killed something, I think, was in the hospital.
Yeah, that sounds
Yeah,
right.
and that wasn't really a sentient
on.
person. It was a feral ghoul.
I think
the
it might
last-
have been
the
back
last
at the
time I-
arena then.
Yeah, the last time I killed a human was at the arena.
Yep, episode 1.
So, haha, 8
You've
episodes
mostly
later.
killed non-humans after that, like the Sephiroth roach.
Yeah. What's up, Roach?
That's
And finally, just a few morons. Thank you for the 150 bits. And outside, about 50 gunners, 10 Deathclaws with alien power armor. Yes, even the Deathclaw.
Oh no!
even the death.
Why?
Look, if they're able to amass that kind of an army, they deserve to win.
Well, speaking of winning and losing, I think it's time we get back into it. So,
Alrighty.
Yay!
oh, wait, is it not? It's not showing the. Oh, there we go.
You had a situation?
Violence has escalated.
Great.
All right. So, without further ado, yeah. As Apex ducks behind the counter, Aesop goes, "Hey!" and sort of swings the shotgun over to point at Apex. And you hear it from the back. Alvin and Louise. So, what's happening?
Bastion is scrambling beneath, so. I'm assuming this guy was sitting at a bar, a counter, right?
Yeah, he's sort of.
So, I mean, obviously he's
middle.
not sitting there now.
Right, he's on the floor and writhing in pain.
Yeah, I'm crouched down next to him. I'm just kind of skittering around, and I'm reaching. Basically, I'm using my action this round to put my face on and unfurl my new armor on my torso.
Okay.
Oh God. Cynthia still has her hands up. There's now hold on. Let's talk before we go doing anything we're gonna regret. Aesop,
Okay.
how do you know this man?
All right, so you're trying to reason with him?
Yes.
Okay. Alvin, Louise, there are 3 chefs back here that look jittery.
I'm going to do my so we hear the shout.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna sigh and be like, I think I need to go talk someone down. I'm gonna go hopefully de-escalate things. Is that what the word is, Alvin?
Yeah, that's the
so
word.
Bad at this shit. Alright.
Be
One of the
real careful, Miss Louise.
I will try. I really this is not a day I wanted to have. It went so well at the beginning. I had great coffee. Yeah, I know. Shut up, Phil. Come on.
Okay, so you're trying to go out and talk with Aesop as well.
I will is there I'm trying to picture this diner, cafe, restaurant, whatever. Like, is there a door to where I am that I will have to step out of?
Yes.
All right, I will go to that door. Is Aesop facing me or facing away from me?
You can't see him. The door is closed.
I will carefully peer out of that door because I don't want to startle a guy with a shotgun.
Okay, Alvin, what are you doing?
Louise, I'll stay in here with these guys if that's all the same to you. All right?
Yeah,
just calm everybody down. This is a hell of a situation.
Yeah, we're fine.
And they look just as nervous as I do about this.
Yeah, just everybody, all keep cool.
Okay, so starting from the top, Apex. You don the mantle, you don the cowl of the Apex, you put on your new Radroach armor. It's slightly pearlescent gleam, shimmers in whatever light is happening here. I'm not gonna make you roll for anything. You're just putting on clothes.
Yeah, and I don't feel like I have the time to get the wrist straps on my Deathclaw gauntlet, so I just stand I just stay crouched and like every now and again glance up at Cynthia like, why are you still standing there? Mad woman.
Okay. Cynthia. Make a charm roll.
I figured you'd say that. So that would be a 2d6 plus 1, but with fast friends. Even normally hostile NPC will give you a chance. You gain plus 1 to the result of the first charm roll you make with them. So it'll be plus 1 to this. So I'll get a 9.
Okay. He sort of steadies his stance, and he looks at you. He still has the shotgun raised.
She still has her hands up.
You better have a damn good explanation for starting a fight in my restaurant.
And I do. But my concern is currently with your ties to this fella.
You mean one of my best customers?
Do you want full honesty, Aesop?
Yeah.
Slaver.
He grins and sort of laughs.
You think we let the arena freaks in here?
Meanwhile,
So what? Okay.
If someone from the family was here, we would know it.
Would you?
Meanwhile, at Alvin. So you're just staying put.
Yeah, I'm just trying to just reassure the other cooks. My reasoning is if I stay in here with them, they're not gonna do anything crazy.
Tell him a joke.
Well,
This is not the time. This is what is the sound of one collarbone snapping? That is the joke. Not a
just heard
great
it,
one.
so you know pretty well. As you take the time, you're maintaining, you're being steady, you're being calm. As you notice Louise going for the door, however, you see one of the chefs moving to grab her hand.
Wait, no, it's fine. It's fine.
Nuh-uh. Aesop told you both to stay here, and you're gonna.
You see
Louise,
one of them reach behind him and grab a kitchen knife.
Oh,
No, there ain't no reason for that. It's
Do I see
absolutely
this?
fine.
Am I?
You're being actively affected by this, so you.
So wait, does he have a hold of me?
He's reaching for you. So what are you gonna do?
I will step back, raise my hands, and be like, I'm not gonna leave. I might talk through the door to your boss, but I have no interest in going out there when he has a shotgun. Trust me. I ain't stupid.
Okay. Both of you can roll for charm then.
Why do I have to keep rolling the worst thing on my thing? I hate it.
That's the kind of thing we're doing today.
Because this is a wacky situation.
This is a wacky situation.
That's not gonna fly. Don't try nothing.
8.
You know what? I'm not interested. For so far, seems like Cynthia's got it. I'll just be like, I will just cross my arms and be like, all right, I will wait. God.
You, the mechanic guy.
Yeah. Alvin. My name's Alvin.
They all look to each other hesitantly.
It's okay. Like I said, I work for St. Louis Machinists. We all work for Boss Man. We wouldn't do anything this stupid, you know.
Don't leave the room.
Absolutely.
You can open the
Come
door.
on over here.
Is he saying that to me? He's like, I can?
He's saying it
Okay.
to Alvin. He's saying
All
it
right.
to Alvin.
I will look at Alvin and be like, go for it, man.
All right. I'm holding up my hands. I'm walking toward the door. Don't.
Nothing cute. We see you reach for a gun. You're both meat.
I ain't got anything like that on me. Don't you all worry now. Just my tools. And I will very slowly walk out of the room. I'll give a glance to Louise with like a please be very careful look on my face as I leave.
I'll just nod to him and be like,
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So Alvin, you are leaning out the door.
Yeah.
You see Aesop pointing his shotgun at Cynthia, and Apex is nowhere to be seen from your angle.
Mr. Aesop, it's absolutely true, sir. Like, we're just trying to get out of this particular situation. We ain't trying to cause no harm to ain't no one no how.
You said the
Okay.
family?
The people who run the arena, the family.
So if he's not with them, who does he work for then?
He works for Club's Caravanners. They run
What are they-
protection for caravan companies.
That's not ideal, then. I believe I've made a grave error. Or at least I hope I have.
can I hear her talking from where I am?
Yeah, you can hear each other talking.
I'm gonna shout out to her. Tell him about the microphone thing!
Right. He had a microphone in his lapel. Whispering
Bit
about
weird, right?
seeing us. I assume he was speaking about us. He was watching us, talking to someone about it.
Been a very tense couple of days.
Bastion, meanwhile, is trying to skulk into a flanking position around the bar
Oh,
in
Jesus.
case things go poorly.
Okay.
Okay.
Cynthia, make another charm roll.
Okay. 6.
Took all our good rolls earlier.
Nah, I don't buy it.
It is the truth.
Deuce is one of my best customers, and you four are new.
Be that as it may, we've had some pretty scary customers coming after us the last few days.
This is gonna be a lot worse for you if you put up a struggle.
Don't intend to.
I think the best thing we can do is comply.
The only thing we were trying to do is protect ourselves from slavers. Surely you can understand that.
By breaking a man's collarbone in the middle of a bar?
If you'd known what we've been through over the last few days, that would be nothing to you.
He sort of narrows his eyes at that, steadies his stance. And it's at this point that you begin to hear boot steps. Lots of them.
Oh boy.
From which direction?
You hear them coming from outside in the hall, and they're a bit dull, but you hear them coming from the other exit, which you can see from here as well. Sort of a back exit that leads out of this entire building.
He immediately calls out, Bastion, stand down. And Aesop, I can fix him. I'm a nurse. It's what I do.
Louise is so twitchy right now, but she suddenly gets a light bulb. She's like, check his ID! Maybe he's got something that identifies him as a shitty slaver.
That's a really good point. They might have some kind of like identifying mark or something. They all crazy. They all crazier than a bowl of bad deviled eggs will tell you. But this is just a real sour situation.
Apex is going to find a place to hide. Preferably a place that he can ambush from if he needs to.
Man, I hope this doesn't fuck over one of Boss Man's contracts.
So, I'm gonna need Louise, Alvin, and Cynthia to roll charm.
Okay.
Oh god, why do I have to keep rolling this?
8.
Oh!
Wait, no! I can use my little sleepy thing. I can reroll 6.
You
Roll
Wait,
the
you
one.
have-
Reroll the 1.
reroll the 1. Oh my god, do not reroll the 6.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I can
Okay,
reroll.
you
I
can
can
re- you can
reroll a
reroll.
D6.
Yeah.
Oh, I got
Yeah.
a 10!
That's what I meant.
You go first out. Well.
Oh.
That's my luck.
1d6?
Oh, 8! I got an 8.
There we
Because
go.
I have to -1, but 8. 8's good. It's pretty good.
You know, that's what you get for living in Ohio, right? You get
We're
the
not
law,
doing bad.
you get
This isn't bad.
Okay. So, Aesop sort of squints and looks down at the man who has sort of tried to calm his own gasps and screams of pain, sort of died down during this conversation. All right, look. If you're all really runaway slaves, we'll need to verify it.
How do we do that?
Just stand down and cooperate with us.
Honestly, that's the best thing we can do. If this place is safe from slavers, as Aesop says, this place is probably the best damn place we can hole up for a hot second.
I suppose you four are the ones we heard about on the news.
We are.
That's right, there was that report going around.
On the
You
radio.
hear Louise from the back. Oh shit, we're that famous?
Yes, sadly.
I mean, it's kind of cool.
You're the runaway slaves.
Yes.
I didn't want to be labeled like that, but yeah, it is what it is.
Sort of narrows his eyes down towards Deuce. Apex. Roll wits.
11.
God.
You are crouched and you are stealth and you are in the best position that you think possible in order to defend yourself if things escalate even further than this. And not only that, but from behind you, you hear a...
Being on edge, I instantly turn to check on the...
The sound's coming from Deuce.
Where am I hiding relationship to him?
You are behind the bar and he is in front of it.
Okay.
But it sounded like it was coming from the ground, and you knew it was him.
Yeah, I'm just sitting there keeping my wits about me, just seething at being labeled a runaway slave.
Cynthia would be kind of regularly checking on, like, casting, like, not moving her whole head, but, like, looking down at him to make sure he's not, like, you know, the nurse in her is still like, oh god, injured person. So, like, how is his arm? How are his eyes? You know, that kind of stuff.
Okay. Well, you can roll me one more smarts.
Okay. Smarts. 9.
The way he's standing back up is a little suspicious for someone with a broken collarbone. And
okay.
as he shakily gets to his feet, he begins to dart out the back exit.
You want to explain that?
Deuce! And he blows past 2 security guards in full sort of khaki-colored combat armor as you are now surrounded by guards.
She turns to Aesop with a like, her eyes change to like more of a yellow or an orangey red. You
Damn
sure
it.
there aren't slavers here?
Damn it. We'll get this figured out. For now, all of you, out in front now. Jesus.
This is a hell of a time.
I'll come up next to Alvin. Called it.
Yeah, y'all did. Good eye, good ear, good everything. Could have been a lot worse, though. Before I step out, I'm gonna look at the cook who was grabbing the knife. I want to appreciate you for not, going all, and I'll gesture a little stabby motion and a weak thumbs up and leave the premises in the way in which I was ordered.
Okay. You slowly begin to make your way back into the main dining area.
Bastion,
Says nothing.
we need you to come out.
Makes no noises. He likes nothing about this situation.
Bastion, it's not gonna get better.
The
Fine.
lady friend's right.
As far as anybody's aware, I'm not here.
Right. All
we
right.
we all know about the gun thing, right? With him,
Yeah.
I'll say to Aesop, he doesn't like guns pointed at him. It would probably help if he didn't have any pointed at him. I know that's counterproductive considering the situation, but
Hey,
yeah.
lady, no one likes having guns pointed at him.
I'm just saying how to make him, whatever.
We don't like being slaves. And we've had 2 grazings with both of those options today.
Well,
One is
True.
I still don't know if I trust or believe you, but I'm willing to hear you out.
That's about as good as I could ask. I'll tell you everything you want to know.
Shit, what a fucking mess.
You're telling me. If it's,
Connor, remind me. Oh, sorry, Alvin, go ahead.
if it's any small consolation, the mac and cheese won't bad.
He just looks over and blinks.
Yeah, you know, I tried.
Cynthia's eyes gray out, like, really?
Connor, about game. I'm trying to remember. Those collars they stuck us in, did those leave an imprint on the neck at all?
No, they probably did initially, but it's been a while since then, so it is definitely faded by now.
Pooh.
Just come on out.
Well, oh yeah, no. I'm standing near to Alvin, so I'm coming out with him. So yeah.
Don't start no trouble.
Oh my
I won't
god,
have-
that is
won't
the
have to
last
shoot.
thing I want. For God's sakes, man.
And well, the last
Just
thing I
looks
wanted
back-
was someone starting a fight in my bar. So, guess we both didn't get what we wanted today.
Obviously.
Well, I got coffee at least. That was a start. She looks back at the backpack. Shut up, Phil. I know.
What?
Don't
I was
worry about
mouthing
it.
off.
Better not to ask, honestly.
Got enough to deal with today, Phil. I don't need you back talking me.
All right, I'm walking towards the front like y'all wanted. And Alvin's
Where-
walking there, with his hands up and everything.
Where's the big guy? One with a stake.
Hell if I know. He could actually already be gone.
He sort of motions for the town guards wearing their combat armor to just like keep an eye on you guys. And he circles back. And he's heading towards behind the bar. Apex.
I do my damnedest to stay hidden. If he goes one direction, I try to find a space that I can either hide behind or slip through the bar to find another vantage point. Maybe an open chunk in the floor somewhere. I don't know. Just anywhere that I can slip through and remain in the shadows.
Make a wits roll.
Oh no, he's gone full raccoon.
That's an 8.
You see some cabinets that look pretty spacious.
Might not be easy to get out of those, but it's better than being spotted immediately.
As Aesop walks behind the bar, he's like, "What the? Where did he go?" "All right, we're gonna search the place."
Bastion, if you are in here, please come out. It's only going to make things worse.
Telling you,
Looks like
man, he hates guns.
It looks
Probably
like your
be
friend
more
ran
open
away
to it.
again.
It's fine, Bashing buddy.
Aesop, listen. Have I seemed hostile to you? You
Broke a
directly?
man's collarbone in my bar.
Listen. The conversation that you want to have with all of us is only going to happen if we're not holding guns. If Bastion is still in this building, you cannot be holding a gun.
So I'm just supposed to drop my weapon so he can come and break my collarbone.
Set it
He
down.
doesn't
on the
want to
table.
break your collarbone. You're not a
Yes,
slaver.
I have been nothing but candid with you. I am trying to continue to do so. Set it on the counter, and I will keep my hands up as well. And wherever, I'll have Bastion come to a corner of a room so long as no one is holding a gun.
He sort of very frustratedly sets the shotgun down on a table that is far away from all of this action and all of you as well. "All right. I'm not armed."
Bastion,
hear-
please.
You hear the cabinet beneath the bar creak. and outskulks the apex.
What the fuck?
Thank you.
It makes him feel better to be dressed like that. Don't worry about it.
I
He's just
start back
blinking.
and forth.
Like I said, we've been through a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So, what now? My suspicions are all but confirmed after that little display out the back door. And I don't think your security is quite as tight as you'd hoped.
He
Well,
did
if
play
that's-
for 2 men in combat armor.
If that's the case, then we need to go talk to Marcus.
Marcus, the individual who runs this place?
Marcus Neiman is the mayor of Frontenac.
I think
Yeah.
that might be best.
Louise does a little impressed whistle, like, get to talk to the mayor.
Okay. All right. Make sure they don't do anything. Take their weapons. We'll put them in one of the abandoned storerooms, I guess.
Excuse me?
They're going to
We are going with you, correct?
We need to verify a couple of things. I'm not just going to take your word for it.
You're closed for the day, right? Can't we just sit out here?
It sounds fine with me.
Nobody cages the apex.
I mean,
Last
Put you,
time
we can put you in a hole if you'd like.
I'd rather not. I mean, Aesop.
Which was that Aesop that said that?
Yeah.
Bastion straightens out, stares at him. You could try.
You hear
Hey.
all of the town guards cocking their assault rifles.
Alvin gives a sigh. Look, I'm more than willing to go ahead and cooperate with everything. I get what you're feeling. Trust me, I do. This is a hell of a morning, I'll tell you.
Come on. With like 10 guys and assault rifles on us, do we really got to go in a storeroom? I mean, can we just sit here quiet?
please.
My friend here would be much more...
Amenable.
Yes. If
Oh,
we could
so we're
just-
supposed... Oh, let us just cater to all of your needs. That's what we're gonna do. Look, I don't care. Should I get you some tea, madam? You
I mean, if
want
you're
to
off-
rub your feet as well?
Lord, no. You know where you've been? Look, just sit here. That's all we're asking. Just stay here with the guards and the guns.
No!
Be right here.
Stand up,
Perfect.
all of you. Start marching. You're making this difficult for me. I'm getting angry. I'm trying to help you. I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt.
Can one of y'all just drag me to this damn cell, please?
He sort of
All right.
motions for one of the guards to come over to you, Alvin.
I will hold out my arms in a way of just take me away. It's perfectly fine. Look, I'll go first. You'll find nothing bad's gonna happen to me. I understand, but if these guys are how they are, they say, this is gonna be alright, alright?
Cynthia will walk up to Apex, put both hands on either side of his mask, and lift it up and look him in the eyes.
I move back from that. The mask is on.
Okay. Apex. I need to be talking to Bastion right now. Please.
This isn't safe.
I know it's not. But sometimes not fighting back is much safer than fighting. Right now, this is our best chance. These people might help protect us, but they don't trust us right now.
I will follow.
Are we all square?
Surprisingly, I think we are actually.
Cynthia's eyes turn a little pink, and she like gives a smile and a nod to Apex and turns and says, "Yes, let's go."
Okay. Follow the guards. Don't try nothing.
No plans to.
Obviously, they all ask for your weapons as well.
I'll hand over my shotgun and my machine gun, and I will say, I want those back. I paid a lot for them.
Cynthia hands over her pistol, her assault rifle, her sawed-off shotgun, and lifts up her dress to pull out 20 throwing knives and hands them over.
Apex just looks back and forth and... I am cooperating and going with you. I am my weapon.
You never put on your Deathclaw gauntlet.
Nope.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
he
they
does
still-
remember. He reaches into his pocket and pulls out the sharpened T-bone steak. Oh.
Oh yeah, his shank, his T-bone shank.
Yeah, my T-bone shank.
This is warm. What?
I want to imagine that
sorry.
this T-bone shank. I want to imagine that this T-bone shank is like intricately designed in the short amount of time Apex had.
It definitely has knuckle grooves.
Like super intricate looking.
Aesop just looks at it and is like, "When did you do this?" You know what? Never mind.
Alvin will hand over his shotgun, and then he'll look down to the two power fists resting at his tool belt. Do y'all want these? I use these mostly for industry and whatnot, but
We'd
I
prefer
understand.
it. We'd prefer it.
Yeah, no problem. If you just put your hand on either side, there's a clasp, like one of those little winches. You just pull that up, and the whole thing will pop right out.
Yeah, a couple of other town guards take all of your weapons, and they're just carrying them. And they escort you out of the building itself. Let me put on some music so it's not so dreary. Is this it? Here we go. They escort you out of the plaza itself. And they bring you to this sort of makeshift prison area.
Okay.
You'll notice that there are no other prisoners in here. Ooh, it's a little loud.
Oh, this is a respectable town, and we are not respectable.
Yeah, fair.
Speak for yourself.
Poor Alvin.
Poor Alvin. When you're the only sane man, you're the only one. You're the only crazy one.
Yep.
What?
I got problems.
You're taken to sort of an abandoned, what looks to be an abandoned store that has been turned into a makeshift holding area. You are each locked into the same cell.
Before stepping into the cell, Apex will pause at the doorway, look at everybody, and then just really reluctantly step in.
Perfectly fine.
Cynthia pats his shoulder as he walks in.
All of his muscles in his back are tense.
Oh.
As at this point, you are the outside of your cell is guarded by two people, and at this point, the familiar face of Daniel walks in.
Is he the one we met when we first got into town?
Yeah.
Right,
Yep.
he's the first guard you met, and he just looks at you all and shakes his head. What in the hell?
We didn't try to do this.
All right. Apparently, Aesop is going to talk to Marcus, and we'll see where we go from there.
So how long is that gonna take?
Marcus is out right now. It might take a couple hours.
Ugh.
Not
Just sit tight. He sort of parks down in a steel folding chair behind a desk and just sits down and begins doing paperwork.
I am crouching in the shadowiest corner that I can find.
Oh,
Oh,
the
jeez.
brood corner.
Punished Apex.
I'm sitting in a brood corner and I'm eyeing this cell for weak points.
Punished
Oh,
Apex.
I'll just kind of slide down one of the walls and stick my backpack next to me.
Is there a place to sit in here? Just like a bench or something? Or
There are a couple of mounted benches into the concrete itself.
Alvin will just go ahead and just take a seat on one of the benches and just lean back and just put his hands behind his head.
I'm looking at all the walls, the cage, like anything, like especially where those benches and stuff attach, looking for any fissures in the wall, any points of weakness.
Roll. Ooh, would this be wits? Oh, let's say wits.
11.
Even through the age of this building, even through the major modifications done to this building, this part of the building in particular, in order to transform it into this makeshift holding area, it does seem fairly solid. There are a few cracks just from age in the concrete, but it might take something beyond your current capabilities to relieve yourself of.
Take some form of explosion, basically.
Probably, yeah.
All right, so that's out. So he knows that if something bad happens,
We fucked.
Fight like a cornered animal.
Cynthia will walk up to the bars to chat with Daniel.
Sort of runs a hand back through his hair. You know, I thought it was pretty clear when you came in here, but apparently it wasn't clear enough.
Not like we were trying to bring trouble in here. So, Aesop was saying that you'd know if members of the family were here, right?
We try. Yeah, we got more problems than you probably realize. Okay?
Like what?
Raiders, super mutants, death claws, you name it.
Apex's eyes would jut up at that. Not saying anything, but that definitely piqued his attention.
Makes sense. Can't say we haven't faced some manner of those creatures out in the wilds.
Yeah, well, things got a little bit harder out here for the rest of us. Not sure where you all come from, but apparently they start fights and businesses there.
Well, I'm not sure how much of our explanation you heard.
Just a little bit. Just that you're supposedly these 4 runaway slaves from the arena. And if that's true, well, that's
What
something.
then?
That's something, but that doesn't mean you're good. It doesn't mean you're the good guys.
Fair
Just
point.
means just means you were strong enough to run away from the family, which is scary to think about.
He smiles a little bit. Well, comforting for us, if that's fair. But what happens if we are these runaway slaves? What will you do to us?
Well, if you are, and if what you say is true about that drunk,
Then
Then we're gonna have to do a lot of thinking around here.
that doesn't
Are we sure?
inspire confidence.
We do the best we can out here, okay?
I know you do.
And that's if you're telling the truth.
Louise gets up and joins Cynthia at the bars. You say that drunkard, and the guy who owned the place said he knew that guy was a regular. How long has this guy been here? Because if we're telling the truth, and we are, you basically had a slaver here for how long?
A little bit less than a year, maybe.
Huh.
He doesn't stay here. He comes and goes.
Sounds
That
about
makes
right.
a little more sense.
Hey, Connor, what's this fella's name again?
Daniel.
Daniel. Alvin will take a scoot up on closer to the bars and just lean over a little bit. Hey, Daniel, you said this town goes ahead and works with Boss Man a lot, right? The machinists?
St. Louis machinists, they come by and they fix up our stuff every now and again. That's why
How
a
do
lot
you
of
guys-
our mechanics work so well.
How do y'all contact them, if you don't mind my asking?
Courier.
You send a courier? Courier? All right, that checks out. Just want to know if I could go ahead and just...
Although
It
we're a long way from Riverside, and we haven't needed repairs for a while.
Just want to find some way of letting them know I'm okay.
Something else you might want to think about. Unfortunately.
Yeah.
That guy was mic'd. He was talking to people about us, which may mean
They
you
know
got
what.
more people associated with the family somewhere around your borders or already in the town.
I'm sure Daniel might have some good sentries and whatnot, though. Hoping, anyway.
He was mic'd?
He had a microphone in his lapel. He was talking about us, saying they're just sitting there. They're about done with their meal. Just be ready.
We were. From what Cynthia's saying, everything we were doing, he was talking about.
He sort of picks up a radio receiver that's on his desk and he holds it up like one of these.
Is that like in his hand, you mean?
Yeah, he's got sort of like an FM radio receiver sort of thing. It's handheld.
So it
Think
would
of
be
that-
as small as the thing that was in the lapel.
Yeah. Something like that, but small enough to fit under a suit jacket lapel. I could crush it with 2 fingers.
He gives you an incredulous look.
Really?
You doubting me?
It would certainly be something. See technology like that still floating about. But, well, I guess weirder stuff exists out there.
I'm going to ask you something wild. Would it be possible to do a smarts roll or anything to see if I would know anything about a quarter-sized microphone? Like, who made it? If they're still around, who often carries around those kind of things? Is it people from that really bougie place that deals with the slavers? Stuff like that.
Yeah, go ahead and make a smarts roll.
All right. 11.
Ooh.
The technology isn't unheard of, although it's very niche. You're not sure why something like that would even exist.
Oh.
It seems... It to you, it very well could exist, and you believe... Well, you decide what you want, but if you choose to, you believe Cynthia. This seems like it... With the existence of things like cars powered by nuclear fusion,
Energy weapons,
stealth boys. Well, you haven't seen very many energy weapons in your time, but with stuff like that and stealth boys, it wouldn't be unheard of.
let's see. Tiny microphone by the side of the quarter under the lapel. Yeah, if you take that part with... And if you had that, and that would wire up, and it would work just like his receiver with a radio.
I mean,
Yeah, no, something like that could definitely exist.
I mean, it's the family, right?
Actually, there's something else I'll give you for that role. You think you remember seeing something like that on the collars you were wearing?
Hmm?
Sort of a mini radio transmitter.
Oh.
That's right. How else would they send the signal to make them blow?
Would Cynthia remember that at all?
If Alvin points it out, you could make the correlation.
You know, yeah, and you have that. That does sound familiar, actually.
What way?
You say around the side of the quarter, probably had a grid on it like a microphone, right?
Right.
And I'm thinking, yeah, the technology would be sound. I've seen stuff like that before. Well, I've heard of stuff like that before. But you remember those collars back at the arena now?
Right.
Yeah, right next to the blinking indicator to let you know that the charge was live. There was something quite like that right next to it.
Every single one of those neck braces, the collars, that they were connected to a system. We disabled it.
We disabled that, absolutely. We probably disabled the trigger for that.
Right.
Now, you know, with how I went ahead and deactivated and whatnot, it wouldn't be too hard for anybody with 2 cracks of whip to go ahead and crack it back on again. But yeah, no, that can definitely work. That is what we saw next to those on those bomb collars.
Above game, if I recall correctly, what we did was we disabled the one that was on Louise, but we could not turn off the actual radio signal because the thing that stopped them from exploding was the signal itself.
Right. That's what we did.
Yeah.
We disabled Louise's, but I couldn't disable the whole system without causing the whole thing to blow.
Ugh. Fuck.
I still feel really bad about that too.
But
You wanted a confirmation that we're right. That's a good one.
But
Yeah.
if they have that technology, then something like a quarter-sized mic and a lapel would be no business at all.
No, all you'd have to do is just go ahead and probably just pop it out of the collar, or either that, or just it was like that to begin with, and they put it in the collar. Wouldn't be too hard to use 2 copper wires to go ahead and create a charge to go ahead and do what you need to do. Maybe a capacitor here and there.
Shit. I
A
really
resistor?
wish we'd gotten that thing off of him.
I do too.
He appears to be writing all of this down.
Apex just muttered, "I shouldn't have let him escape."
Don't worry. Like I said, it was a bad situation. Nothing you could do. And to be fair, I kind of appreciate just kind of being able to make that correlation.
He actually slams the wall with his fist. There's always something that can be done.
Always can. Sometimes just doesn't come out in the end.
I've been there.
Cranes her head a minute towards her bag. And Phil just pointed out that I would not be surprised if we don't see this guy again.
We will.
If what you're saying is
Yeah.
true, you probably will.
Mm-hmm.
The question is if he will see us.
Hopefully not.
Hey, Connor.
Yeah.
With that roll, do I remember what it looks like?
Yeah. Just be a little microphone looking thing with like a grid over it, a little iron grid over it for protection purposes. About the size of a silver dollar, maybe.
Hey, Daniel.
Mm.
If you want, I could probably sketch out what that thing looks like, just so you guys know what to look for.
Well, if you didn't take it off of him, we're probably not going to find it. But you know,
Just in case
Well,
Mr.
to be
if you're
fair,
telling the-
Cynthia broke it too.
if you're telling the truth, it'd probably be something to look for in the future.
That's what I'm thinking.
All right. He sort of heads over to the cell. He hands you just a loose piece of paper.
There you go. That's all I need. Got some charcoal or maybe a spare pencil somewhere lying around?
He shoots a look over at Apex. Slowly hands Alvin the pencil.
This won't take.
My eyes are just glinting in the shadows.
This won't take too long, and I'll sketch a very remarkably well drawn description of what this thing looks like. Takes about maybe 5 minutes. Even made a cross section of what parts are what, and I'll hand it right back over to Daniel. Here, I even added a little cross section. Let you know what the things are comprised of and whatnot too.
Huh. You really are from the Machinists.
Absolutely. Boss man basically saved my life. I owe him everything.
Here I was. I had assumed you had just killed one of them and took their uniforms. But you clearly know your stuff.
If somebody did go ahead and kill one of them and take the uniform, would they look this handsome?
From what I hear, some of them are ghouls, so probably.
You know, Kathy would have liked that one. Oh, shoot.
He shakes his
No.
head and wanders back over to his desk and puts the paper back down.
Alvin will go ahead and just smile warmly to himself and just sit back on the bench. Golly. Well, that means they can go ahead and take the microphones off, though. That, The microphone,
If you're telling
Yeah.
the truth, it'd give us something to look for in the future. So
Absolutely.
this doesn't happen again.
Yeah, Daniel.
Hmm.
Is that a name, Daniel?
Yeah.
Just how protected is this place anyway? I mean, as I said, this guy got away, and he may or may not have friends. Who knows if while, Aesop's talking to the mayor, he don't decide to just bring them on this building right now.
The guards know him, so that's probably why they let him pass. But if he is with the family, I don't think they have a force big enough to take this town, unless they really want to.
Well,
Hope so.
Indeed.
I mean,
about what I
I'm sitting
saw.
ducks in here. No offense, man.
Excuse me?
Just we're kind of sitting ducks in here without any protection. You know what I mean? Just hope you're right.
Oh, don't worry, Louise. We're fine.
For you four, that's sort of the point.
I'm gonna laugh. I'm gonna laugh. It's like we're probably the least dangerous thing you need to worry about, considering.
I can understand their concern now.
Not my place to judge. I'm going to let Marcus decide that.
So we wait.
So we wait.
And you wait maybe 2 or 3 hours, you hear Daniel's ham radio begin to come alive. And you hear over the speaker,
Mr. Daniel, send them to my office, please. Make sure they're unarmed, but don't bind them or anything.
"Yes, sir." "All right, you four. Up and at 'em. Marcus wants to see you."
There you are. Up and at 'em. Come on, Apex. Up and at 'em, Armor Ace.
Apex stands. Continues not speaking.
They draw back the iron-barred, quote-unquote, cell. They let you out. And they begin walking you to that beautiful pavilion that you saw at the other side of the building.
Here we are.
Cynthia is scanning all the surroundings to see if anyone is watching or sending signals or anything.
Apex would be doing the same. I mean, obviously people are watching, but how are they watching?
Yes, exactly.
Obviously, a group of 4 people being escorted by town guards is going to catch a couple of glances. You hear mutterings, and what specifically are you looking for in this?
I'm looking for anybody that is probably dressed a bit more roughly, looking like they are either too nonchalantly trying to pay attention to us, or very overtly and angrily looking at us, like kind of just scowling, as in like, those sons of bitches.
And
Well, wasn't Deuce dressed fairly well?
I was actually going to say Cynthia was going to be looking for those who are dressed particularly well, who are making shifty eyes and or trying to nonchalantly talk into their jackets.
Yeah, Apex is looking for the muscle.
Okay, roll wits for everybody who wants to.
Okay.
That is a 9.
Yeah.
11.
Oh,
Okay.
fuck it. Why not? 4.
13!
Oh my god.
Apex, you are definitely garnering a couple of glances. There are some people who are definitely looking at you in a bit of a sort of angry, disgusted look. And you see that woman that you smiled at earlier.
Oh.
Like, oh, my friend. She's mad at me now.
I'm a different person now.
I ain't like that no
It
more.
doesn't hurt. It's right. It doesn't hurt the Apex.
The mask is on.
The Apex can't be hurt.
Yeah.
Not booming, folks.
Ain't like that now. And you, yeah, you managed to, oh, right, other people rolled. Cynthia, you look around at all of the people who are well-dressed, you narrow your perception, and you are fairly certain that you do not see anybody talking into any lapels or anything.
No shiftiness.
Any shiftiness that you see in people is more out of nervousness, looking at you like, oh my, these brutes.
No one's confidently watching us with shifty behavior.
No, not really. For the things that you are looking for, you're not seeing them.
Okay.
You are, however, getting a lot of disgusted and angry looks from the onlookers.
Right.
And
We continue.
Alvin, you are.
Yay.
You know you didn't do anything wrong, but the glances at you are making you feel something akin to shame.
Oh yeah, shame is being had today.
And
We need
Louise,
two scoops of shame.
Louise, what were you looking for in particular?
I mean, I guess I'll just see if I can scope anyone who looks suspicious. Mm?
Other than
Let me think here. I don't know. I guess I would like. I don't know if I can tell if anybody's packing weapons or something. I suppose a lot of people would though.
nearly everybody that you cross has some kind of weapon.
Crud! What can I get for this? I don't know. I guess Cynthia didn't see anyone talking into various clothing parts. I don't see that either.
No.
Guess that's it. I rolled so well too.
Oh, I'm sorry. Do you want some people packing guns and looking at you?
Just for that roll, I
You
wanted
see
to
a
find
man with
something.
a pull out a grenade from his.
That's what the
No.
guards are for. The guards are have guns and are looking at us.
It is true. That is also a thing that is happening.
I mean, do I see anything suspicious? I guess.
no.
All right. I rolled so well on that.
You would have been real good at Yahtzee.
It's almost like there's nothing suspicious happening.
There's not.
It might be that you're the only suspicious people in here.
Damn
Oh,
it.
shit.
Oh, if only we had seen a mirror.
Ah, jeez. I found him. You point at your own reflection. Anyway,
It's him,
So-
officer!
so as you are being led to this large pavilion, very nicely decorated with red carpeting, you see this absolutely gorgeous storefront. The floor is made of what looks like marble tile, mostly intact, lots of glass, lots of lights. At the front, you see two non-functioning escalators that lead up. And there, sitting at a desk in a room surrounded by red carpet flooring, is a man in sort of a wine-colored jacket with wine-colored suit jacket with white pants, black shoes, and a white turtleneck. A rather tall and broad, dark-skinned man with hair cut short and a thinly cut beard around his face, smokes a cigar as he sees you enter. Please, take a seat.
Alvin does so.
Apex sits on the floor.
Louise shrugs and takes a seat. Puts her bag next to the chair.
Just kind of crouches down.
Cynthia smiles, nods, gives a bit of a curtsy, and sits.
He blows out some smoke and sets his cigar on an ashtray. It's still burning, still sort of smoking slightly. And he leans forward and sort of makes a steeple with his fingers. And he leans in. So, you're starting a fight in my city. but you claim some interesting things.
We do.
I would like to clarify, it wasn't a fight. He was weak and crumpled.
You broke a man's collarbone, Mr.
I am the Apex.
Apex. Right.
To be fair, there wasn't really much of a fight to be had at all. Just tension.
Yes, there
She
was.
can't help. She can't help but giggle a little bit at Apex's just bluntness. She's just like, I love this kid.
There was indeed an altercation of sorts in the town, for which we are very sorry.
You're sorry. Well, let's find out how sorry you are. We have some things I would like to discuss. And as the camera pans away from you all sitting in various positions across from this very sharply dressed man, that's where we're going to end the session for this week.
No.
Ah, man.
So much just.
Oh boy!
So much
Bye,
just.
Austin.
Bye, Austin.
Bye, Austin.
Oh,
Adios,
God.
Austin.
Boy, that was wacky.
Wasn't that a
That
whack?
sounded like it didn't go anything like you were expecting it was going to go, Connor.
I don't expect anything anymore.
That's fair. After the first one, yeah.
With this system, it's very hard when, like, it's literally up to the creativity of anybody to, like, hey, what do you want to do?
I was just gonna go pour my coffee on the guy's crotch and make him like go to the bathroom so we could 86 out.
I wanted
That was
to
my
eat
plan.
mac and cheese, and I wanted to go ahead and investigate the light, because who knows, that could have been a giant Mr. Handy, and now we'll never know.
I just wanted
Sorry,
to
buddy.
sit. I just wanted to sit next to him to see how he would react because the only time the slavers saw me was in full getup.
You were with us though,
Yeah.
so they might have cottoned on.
They may have just thought I was a stray that
Passerby.
you picked up.
Who is
Fair.
this tall, hairy man? Last time you had a tall, hairy man who was wearing a mask.
Fair.
I don't
Fair.
know how many people were still alive that would be able to describe the Apex.
For the sake of what you're trying, to do here, he probably wouldn't recognize you without the mask on. It's very eye-catching.
Also, got a little offended. He's like, all right, we can go ahead and defend it, and like we saw enough trucks and shit in there to start a hoot nanny.
A hoot
Big ass
nanny, a
hoot
hoot and
nanny.
a half.
Fucking
Yeah,
good lord.
I just wanted to see if I could sit next to him and pick up any more information. I wasn't going to immediately encounter him, which is why if you went
God.
up to him and I sat on the other side, I would have just listened and waited.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, so when I was forced to sit down, my apprehension was,
Sometimes
shit.
things shake out in a certain way, but you're all still
Certainly
alive.
they do. We are. That's a good.
Yeah, that's
think.
that's life.
You're going to have a lot to discuss with Mr. Marcus Neiman.
Yeah, we
Yes.
are. Marcus Neiman,
Like it.
you.
I
Oh,
love.
crap.
I love. Wait, you get it? I
You
don't get it.
understand.
I don't get it at all.
And
What's the
Neiman
joke?
and Neiman Marcus is a fancy suit,
a
like
store.
bespoke suit kind of stuff.
It's a
Oh,
nice
it's fancy. That's why
store.
I don't get
Neiman
it.
Marcus
Okay.
is a store. Yeah.
All right.
There it is.
Ghetto, imagine being too ghetto to understand the joke.
Oh my lord.
So,
Ah.
while you are understanding jokes, Caitlin, where can they find you?
Well, you can find me all over the internet at boobsmcbalrog. I stream on Twitch at twitch.tv/boobsmcbalrog with zeros instead of O's because Twitch doesn't like boobs. Every Friday right now, I'm playing Resident Evil 8 over on NerdOn, twitch.tv/NerdOn. On Fridays at 7 p.m. PST, Nick joins me for that, and as
Hello.
does Julie. And then also I'm part of a podcast called Nerd on the Podcast. We have 2 shows that come out every single week. You can find out more about that at nerdon.tv. That's me.
Woo! Rabbit,
Yo.
where can I find you?
Hey, you can find me on twitch.tv/HeyMrRabbit. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode today. I hope you enjoyed the rock show. I hope you had a good rocking good time. I stream Tuesday through Saturday, except for Saturdays where I'm doing this voice. So, you can find me there. You can find me on Twitter. I've been playing RE8. I'm gonna go back and play Pillars of Eternity. And then I'm going to rush through that, and then I'm going to go ahead and play Pillars of Eternity 2, because there's a certain DM here that got me that, and I really want to play it because it has pirates and stuff.
Ooh.
Yeah, no, that's
Excellent.
me. What's up?
Excellent. Sarah, where can they find you?
I'm on Twitter at Sarah with an H and with an E. Willia. I don't do much else in terms of the streaming. I'm doing the voice acting, so that's what I'm doing.
Yee.
Woo!
Yee.
Excellent.
I do this in Prince Division every other Saturday.
Yeah, that's happening next week.
Yeah.
All right. And Lanny, where can they find you?
Well, sir, they can find me pretty much everywhere on the internet at Lanny Pator. On Monday, we, if you're not all D&D'd or role-played or table-topped out with all this wonderful content over here on twitch.tv/The Unexpectables, you can find Connor, Caitlin, and myself, along with our friend Shadow Dancer Bob and Takahata 101, playing some D&D in the Ties That Bind campaign right now. Lots of things are going on, trying to find their way into the elven homeland. Somebody's a goose, and lots of crazy stuff has been happening. They drowned a dinosaur in time juice and turned it into an egg. It was crazy. So check that out on Monday, 4 o'clock Central Time, or your regional equivalent. Otherwise, I'll probably be playing some Returnal this week. Maybe switching up to something else. I don't know. Things are moving. Things are shaking. How about you, Connor? What you up to?
Well, they can find me on Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube.com/DistortionDevil. I stream Tuesdays, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. Tuesdays, Tabletop Wargaming Day with my buddies, Hey Mr. Rabbit and Count Widget. We're going to be playing some Kill Team this week. Fridays, Friday Funhouse, where I just play whatever I want with whoever feels like stopping by. We played some Hunt Showdown. That was awesome. Hadn't played that one in a while. It was a lot of fun. We also played some Resident Evil Village, and that was great as well. I love that game. Saturday, I'm playing through the Yakuza series. I'm on Yakuza 3 Remastered right now, and we're getting close to the end of the game, I think. It's interesting.
Are you tiger dropping things?
I am. I did get the tiger drop today, actually.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Kiryu, remember the tiger drop, the most powerful move in the game. It's crazy, and that's happening Saturdays before either Gateway or Prince Division. And Sundays, when I'm... they used to be Monster Hunter Rise with Monty. That's on hiatus for a little bit because I am guesting on D6DR at twitch.tv/Yaro Sheehan. That's going to be happening tomorrow. Be sure to look out for that. Also, be sure to check out Dead House Sonata, action RPG where you play as the dead to fight the living. Has some interesting stuff in it. Be sure to check it out. Also, check out my DM's Guild, where I just released the Hellfire Soul Sorcerer 5th edition subclass. You can find that right there. Leave a rating, leave a review if you're so inclined to purchase it. I appreciate it all. I appreciate the feedback. I appreciate helping the visibility of my products as well. And speaking of fantastic products, this episode was brought to you in part by Die Hard Dice. Die Hard Dice company that has been helping us out since a little bit before the start of this year, has a wide category of polymer and metal dice of all different shapes, sizes, and colors. Die Hard Dice also has dice towers, carrying cases, and magnetic folding trays to keep your dice and rolling surfaces safe for years to come. And you can find all that and more over at dieharddice.com. And our very own Kobold Ranger is Hunter's marking down some prices. And if you use the code TASK at checkout, you can get 10% off your order at dieharddice.com. With that out of the way, however, I'm going to read off some bits and subs, and then we're going to get out of here. We gotta get out of here.
I'm going to warm up the car.
All right, let's see. Where is it?
Oh gosh, I'll be right back.
All right. Just a few morons. Thank you for the 100 bits. While handing over the warm shank. Yeah. Wait till you hear who I stored it. Wait till you hear who I stored that in.
Thank you for keeping my bone shank warm.
McDave, thank you for the 4 months. Yay! Just a few morons. Thank you for the 100 bits. Expectations are there to be shattered, like the dreams of small children. It's true. They'll learn one day.
Mm-hmm.
And finally, just a few morons. Thank you for the 100 bits. Lesson learned. Never roll 5-pound brass D20s on a glass table ever. Oh, no.
5-pound brass D20s? What? Those seem decorative anyway.
Oh my god, that's just a bad time.
That's a bad idea to begin with.
That's the die-hardest of dice.
And finally, from Blackfoot Ferret with elite bits, I want to eat spaghetti now. Or maybe not.
Do it. Live your best life.
And with that, I'd like to thank you all for stopping by today's episode of Gateway. We'll see you in 2 weeks.
Yeah, absolutely.
Woo-woo.
Bye.
Take it easy, guys. You guys have yourself a good evening now.
Speaking of Yakuza, let's go ahead and raid Midnight, who is going to be playing some Yakuza later.
Oh.
Run away!
What should our raid message be?
Apex, no!
Gravy.
Gravy? Gravy. Cream gravy.
I have no idea what you're talking about, but gravy.
Gravy?
Gravy.
It's all gravy.
Oh god, we've got all sorts of different ones.
Just
Pollo? Always
Yes.
pollo?
Oh, we're raiding.
yes.
That's what we're asking about, a raid message.
Yeah, that's what we're doing.
Makes sense.
You know what? Let's go with gravy. Yeah, why not? Raid message is gravy. All right, take care, everybody. We'll see you next week.
Bye bye.